Have we opened every single one like this?
No, EliteAri, there's a reason why we're opening this one the same way we opened, I think, the one 3 times ago, and that's because this is the first one that only had one OP, EliteAri. I can't sing a new OP. It's disgraceful.
We are fighting dreamers. I know that's the one, right?
Do you love that one, EliteAri?
Do I give my actual opinion?
Sure. Well,
I did. I like it.
Time, so.
Good opening. Yeah. I listen to it. Not every time, but a lot of the times I get to the bit where they say fighting dreamers, and I'm like, oh, that's it. I can skip the rest now. But yeah, it was good.
Wait here. Wait now. Woo!
Yeah. Like that part? And then I skip to the end, and I see that disgusting dog, and I'm like, oh god, terrible.
The dog? I thought you liked the dog.
What, Kakashi's
dog?
Oh, no,
PyCon. You're talking about the ED. I thought you were talking about, like, the 4 thingies at the end, where we have the great Gamakichi, the pig,
Wait, that is what I'm talking about. There's the weird talking
the
dogs
dog
there.
is in that.
Yeah.
But the dog's also in the ED.
I know, in the first second of the ED. Yeah, ew. I don't like that either.
The dog is a world-famous character, EliteAri. We love the great PyCon.
Okay.
PyCon's from Dragon Ball Z, EliteAri.
All right.
EliteAri, I had another intro, EliteAri, but actually, I thought about it a little bit, and I said, EliteAri won't even get this, because, you know, for something we're about to talk about, but I was going to say, hi, everybody!
I don't know what you're saying.
That's how the great Gamatatsu sounds in the dub, EliteAri. He's so funny, this little frog. He pops out, he's got a little voice like Tally from South Park. He's terrific. I couldn't wait for him to show up. The only thing I was thinking about last time is I can't wait for Gamatatsu to show up, EliteAri. But you have something to admit to the audience.
Yeah, which is that I watched a significant amount of this in the Japanese sub. Now, not all of it. There was actually a lot in the dub that I watched, but for some reason, Amazon Prime Video, Crunchyroll, just got rid of the dub. It's not there. If you go back to the previous seasons now, I guess they caught on to me. They were like, there's one person in the world right now watching the Naruto dub through Amazon Prime's Crunchyroll subscription, and they just got rid of it, so now it's in Japanese. So I didn't realize that for a little bit, because I was watching, I'm like, oh, okay, you know, every now and then there's like batches of episodes that are in Japanese. It's probably like a batch of like 4 or 5, and I kept going and kept going. I'm like, oh my god, there's like, it's just not coming. So I had to find another way to watch the dub. So I did watch the dub, but it was from maybe like 10 of these episodes or the 12 episodes, you know, but it is what it is. So I have a nice comparison of these like voices, by the way. I've got like yeah, we'll talk about it, yeah.
I was going to be so mad at EliteAri for watching all of the sub and giving up on the great dub, but it sounds like he found a way. So, you know, we can tolerate a couple subs here and there, EliteAri. You know, that's okay. Now, EliteAri, remember, I watched the whole, like, last half of the show in sub, because when I caught up, it wasn't even dubbed yet. So, you know, I know all the voices. And by all the voices, I mean, I probably remember Naruto. And maybe some others, EliteAri. You never know. Some characters I've only ever heard in the sub, never heard their dub actors. So, you know, when we get there in a year time, it'll be very interesting. Oh, EliteAri, we jumped into 3 different subjects before introducing. Here we are today, EliteAri. What arc is it? What's the name of this arc? Do you even know?
I mean, I came up with candidate names. Wait, where are they? Let me search for them. What? It's
nothing. You'll find out in a second.
I had a few. I have 1, 2. I only have 2. I said it's either called. It has to be. It's either called the Search for the 5th Hokage, because it's like that's the point. Or it's the Search for Tsunade. These are my 2 guesses. I don't know what else.
Oh my goodness! It's the Search for Tsunade arc. My goodness, episode 81 through 100. Or maybe we'll ask EliteAri about that in a second. How did you know it was going to have search in it?
That's what we're doing the whole time. We're searching. Like, what else would it be called?
Well, it could have been finding. It could have just been called the Tsunade Senju arc.
What is Senju? What does that mean?
That's her last name, because that's the last name of the first Hokage, who she's the daughter of. Now, actually, that wouldn't necessarily mean that was her last name, but I am spoiling. That is her last name, EliteAri. So you're very excited about that.
That's crazy. Oh my goodness.
Now, that means 3 out of the 5 Hokages so far have had the last name Senju, EliteAri. What is this, a monarchy?
I don't know. Maybe.
Not very good. And then Konohamaru's going to be the 6th Hokage, EliteAri, and he's got Sarutobi as his last name. So it's really a monarchy. It's true. But what were we saying? True. It's the Search for Tsunade arc, EliteAri. You're a genius. Oh, the next question, the logical progression. EliteAri, I just finished about 20 minutes ago, episode 100, so I could be here this evening to discuss with you. But you might have watched more, because I'll tell you what I didn't watch, EliteAri. I didn't watch episode 97, that piece of shit filler episode, and I didn't watch episode 1 Oh, 101, 102, 103, 104,
Wow.
105, or 106, because that's also a filler arc. Now, these are separated into two separate filler arcs. We've, of course, got the classic 101, the Kakashi Mask episode, that all the reactors get told they have to react to because it's just so great. And then there afterwards is this arc about this, it's like the land of tea or something, and Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura, without Kakashi EliteAri, have to help a dude win a race. So does that sound exciting?
You know, it might. But I ended up watching episode 97. That was the filler, right? It is the filler one, right? It's the one where they...
Yeah, you like hot springs?
Yeah, it's the hot spring one. That's right. We'll talk about it when we get to it.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
I almost skimmed through it to see if there was a Tsunade bikini shot. Was there a EliteAri, or would I have been disappointed?
No, but there were two moments of fan service in this episode. One was for naked Kakashi standing... Was it not Kakashi?
Oh.
Was it Kakashi? Why am I thinking Kakashi? No,
Kakashi
I'm thinking of the...
there.
Sorry, I'm thinking of the filler in the one I actually watched of the filler, 101, episode 101. That had some fan service, I think, actually. Not the 97, not that I remember. But the Kakashi one had both Kakashi and Sakura in fan service, like, very clear moments of fan service. I'm like, oh, it's interesting.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah.
My goodness. Well, also, the ED's got them all in bikinis, EliteAri.
Yeah, that was very strange. And also, there's like...
Who is the second one?
Exactly, that's my question. I was like, oh, is it 1010? Like, it's the only girl I can imagine.
That was the conclusion I had to come to, but she's got long hair. Yeah, and initially I was like, oh, it must be Hinata with long hair, but no, Hinata's the fourth girl. Yeah. So I don't know, like, and to put her second is like, she's very important. And 1010's not very important. It can't be like Tamari or something, completely different hair.
But I'm
sorry, EliteAri. 1010 is very important. I forget I said that. And it looks like a little girl, so it can't be like Shizune or something. We haven't talked about her yet, EliteAri. So I have no idea. I'm assuming it has to be 1010. There's literally no other canon. But why? I don't know. I don't know anything, EliteAri. You leave me alone. Yep. But true, we got a new OED. We can talk about it now, I guess, because I don't have anything really to say about it. The song sounds kind of cool, I guess. That's the extent of my... I know there's another bikini one at some point.
Okay, thank God. That's great.
Excited?
About the EDs,
there'll be 15 then, EliteAri. So
whatever
okay.
You know that first ED in this set, I love it. This is like one of my. It's either like that first one in the first batch, or it's like the first ED in this batch. They're both my favorites. Oh my goodness, it's so good. I've listened to it a million times. Just saying.
So you're talking about the first one in this batch, not the first one overall, which is obviously the best one.
I'm talking about the first one in this batch is as good as the first one overall in all of Naruto, I would say.
No, you're just crazy on God. That's not possible. And I even like that one that you're speaking of. But they're all in a line, EliteAri.
Excellent.
Well, no, I mean in that ED you were saying you like.
Yeah, I know. I'm not talking about the visuals. I'm talking about the song. I don't care about the visual. None of the visuals for the EDs are good except for the one where Ino and Sakura are doing the weird thing and they look funny. That's the good one.
That's how I recall them, EliteAri. So, you know,
all right, true.
Maybe you could just help a brother out over here. Oh my goodness, I bet Gamatatsu didn't even have a good voice in your one.
I heard his voice in both sub and dub. Okay, so.
Oh, yeah. And you freaking loved him?
I can't say. We haven't even got to my overall thoughts yet. I can't talk about anything.
I guess, you know. I'm just trying to talk about the important things here this evening, EliteAri. But I think that was all our funny preamble stuff. So you watched 101. That's unfortunate, EliteAri. I'm sure you loved it, but I guess maybe we'll talk about that later. So this is the part where I guess what you think, right, EliteAri?
I guess. Well, you guess.
Now, there's a lot of comedy in this one, so this does not bode well. It's also, if anything has had poor pacing so far, it's definitely this arc, so that doesn't bode well. But EliteAri never cares about that, so maybe he'll think it's okay. Now, I'm a little torn. I don't know if you were reading our Discord messages yesterday, but Miller the Killer did predict that you would like Tsunade a lot. So I was a little torn, because initially I was like, maybe not, I don't know. So we'll just throw Miller the Killer's prediction in, because I'm honestly not taking a hard stance. I have no idea what you're going to think about Tsunade. She's the only real new character besides Shizune. Oh, hold on, EliteAri. Shizune could be like EliteAri's favorite for some reason. That could be a thing. And otherwise, I don't know. The beginning's pretty cool. The middle part's pretty terrible. When they're actually fighting, it's pretty good. And then at the end is pretty slow. So I just gave my overall thoughts, EliteAri. That's crazy. But I don't know if you're going to disagree too much, EliteAri. So tell us that you like it more than Land of Waves, but less than the tuning arc. Go ahead.
This stuff that I watched this time is the most engaging stuff so far. I probably enjoyed it the most out of everything I've seen so
God,
far
he's
in
a
Naruto.
fucking idiot.
They absolutely flew by. It was so easy to watch. These were great episodes.
What?
I like this. Yeah, these were, I don't know what you're talking about with pacing and stuff, but this was great. I liked this so much. No, this is a good episode. It's probably is it my favorite? No, like in the last set of episodes, there were the more like emotional highs or whatever. Like I got probably the most like emotional investment or whatever, but this stuff was just so easy to watch, and I enjoyed it just thoroughly from beginning to end, you know? There are some things we're going to talk about. I guess if I go into my overall thoughts, I can kind of talk about it all now, but like, it was engaging. Like I went by very quickly. I very much was very happy that we got to focus pretty much exclusively on Naruto's storyline. Like there was a bit.
Oh my god, he loves Naruto now.
There was a bit where, toward the beginning, when Sasuke was like trying to chase and find Naruto, basically, and he interacted with him temporarily.
Sasuke.
And I was like, oh no, Sasuke's gonna go along on this journey to go to Tsunade or whatever. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be terrible. And I was so happy that he didn't, and we got some focus on Jiraiya and Naruto together, and I was very happy with that. So I enjoyed that it was focused just on Naruto.
There's no way you like that.
I did. I loved it. No, it was. You have no idea how much I was dreading that Sasuke was going to be there. I don't know why. I can't. I'll have to talk about it when we get to it.
But it was so comedy, EliteAri. Everything was comedy.
That's the thing. There was. I didn't really think it was any comedy. Like nothing stood out where I was like, oh, that was like a bad comedy thing. Yeah, I'm curious why you think it's like comedy. At least there was no like.
Because everything's a gag.
I guess not coming to mind immediately, and I didn't write any down, or like nothing really bothered me. There wasn't like a weird talking dog that was like annoying or anything like that. This was good. Yeah. And then I have more. I have to say, on Tsunade, I can say that she is awesome. Definitely. She's definitely one of my favorites in Naruto. I loved Tsunade. She was fantastic.
EliteAri just loves the women. He's just so biased.
Yeah, they're probably
the weakest part of Naruto, the world says, EliteAri.
Women, just in general, or Tsunade specifically?
No, women.
I feel like Tsunade is probably very easy to like, right? Most people probably like Tsunade.
Yeah, I don't think everybody hates Tsunade.
Yeah, she seems like but
everyone hates that bitch Sakura.
I mean, I guess I've only started her story, but she's hardly in these episodes, so maybe that's why, because she just doesn't do too much or something, but we'll see. But yeah, Tsunade was great. Then there was one terrible thing in these set of episodes, which is the three-way fight was just terrible. It's one of the worst fights I've ever seen. And oh my god, we need to. I hope this happens. There's like two potential things that have to happen, and if neither of these happens, it's going to be the worst thing ever. And I better not go into Naruto Shippuden or whatever, but we need to get rid of Kabuto. He is the worst character in this entire show. He was worse than Naruto. He is by far my least favorite. I don't like him at all. He's boring. Like, if he's gonna... There's one thing, which is that either he dies soon, which is great, and he just never comes back, and I'll be happy, or we, like, give him a cool design, or some cool aura, or cool power, or he loses his glasses or something, and he looks kind of cool. I don't know. He's lame and he's always winning. I don't like him at all. We need to get rid of him. So we don't like Kabuto. But,
what a winner the great Kabuto is.
No, we don't like him at all. But yeah, that's what I think about these set of episodes, okay? But fight bad, but everything else, great.
That's hilarious. EliteAri's just got all the wrong opinions, but that's okay. I will say, just to reiterate mine, I definitely think this is the worst arc so far. But I was very down, EliteAri. I thought this was going to be a really boring discussion, because I thought for sure you were going to think so too. So this has now rejuvenated my excitement for what's to come, EliteAri.
I thought you liked it. Firstly, you said this is comedy, and you like the comedy. I don't think it's comedy. Oh my god.
It was bad in this one. I was maybe it was the EliteAri on my shoulder that was making me dislike it, but I was like, oh my god, there's 3 episodes of Naruto training and cutaway to Jiraiya being
The training stuff was awesome. It was like slice of life. I'm like, this is so great.
I couldn't take it. I wanted to die. And that was before all my issues, EliteAri, so I can't even blame it on that. But anyway, true, EliteAri. It's very funny also. I remember the normies absolutely hated Kabuto too, EliteAri. So you're on board. You should watch the normies' reactions. Every time Kabuto would go show up, they'd say, why is this guy still around?
That's right. But the scary thing is that, like, it does feel like he's being set up to be the big villain of, like, Naruto Shippuden or something, which is going to be, like, it's going to be the lamest thing ever if that happens, and it's like, oh, it's Kabuto. I guess unless he gets a really cool, like, redesign, or some, like, so he gets possessed by a demon or something.
He's got white hair.
No, he's not. No, I don't like him.
Well, you can never count on EliteAri to have a boring opinion. So, you know, everybody's very excited for this. But don't worry, EliteAri. I think the next arc is even worse than this one. So we're down for you to like the next one even more. It's going to be tremendous. But true. Interesting. We still hate Sasuke, EliteAri, huh?
I don't think I ever really hated him, right? I was
You
just
freaking hated him.
I was just sick and tired of him and Naruto together. And now that Naruto is on his own, I'm happy. You know, he's having his own development. He's having his own Jiraiya scenes. You know, it was good. I like
It
that.
is true. No Sasuke, no Sakura really. Very limited Kakashi outside the first 4 or so episodes.
Yep.
How interesting. Hold on, I had written down overall thoughts, EliteAri. There's plenty of comedy and slow training episodes that probably make it the worst group of episodes so far, I think. That being said, when it actually got going and the fight with the 3 Sannin was awesome.
It's crazy.
And the stuff afterwards as well was pretty cool. The Itachi stuff at the beginning too. True.
What's you gotta tell me, do people like this fight? Or is this like one of the fights people like? Or is this
I don't know.
Okay.
This is interesting because this was maybe the portion of Naruto I remembered the least. And I haven't watched this portion in a long time. And then I remember watching the normies reactions like 5 years ago or something. And like, I completely forgot they even had a fight. So when they all started fighting and Tsunade started beating the shit out of Orochimaru, that was like crazy to me. So I was like, this is epic. I didn't know this happened at all. It's not on anybody's like top 10 Naruto fights, but none of the original Naruto fights are. Well, actually, Rock Lee versus Gaara is number 1, bro.
Right.
But true.
I don't know.
Actually,
now
I'm thinking about it, I remember seeing it on a list.
Well.
Well, that's just crazy talk, EliteAri. Do we just want to briefly talk about that, I guess? What didn't you like about that fight? Go ahead.
I mean, I have a whole list. Let me get it up.
Is it because it was kaiju?
Actually, no, when Tsunade summoned her slug, I was like, this is the sickest thing ever. This slug is awesome.
Katsuyu.
I love the slug.
Katsuyu.
The slug was like unreasonably cool, where I was like, I love like, what's the Gadabunta or whatever his name is, the frog? I love that guy. I love the slug more. He was sick. Yeah, the slug, she showed up.
The slug's a lady?
She turned into like a million little slugs, and Tsunade was like talking with her, and she's like, Lady Tsunade, or whatever. Like, oh, this is so cool. I love this slug.
She has such respect for Tsunade, whereas that Manda didn't have any respect for that Orochimaru.
Yes. Okay.
He was talking mad shit. You know, that snake, but then we beat the fuck out of it. Tsunade stabbed him with the giant sword, EliteAri. She's the strongest.
And he wasn't happy about it. He's like, I'm gonna have to heal for like weeks or something about it. And I'm like,
for a month he can't eat solid food, he said. Yeah, that's crazy. But so what was the problem here if it wasn't the kaiju?
I mean,
it's that everybody was impaired?
It's probably a mix of like power scaling stuff and then just like, the impaired stuff. I don't know what it is. Like, it's like firstly you start off and it's like Tsunade versus Kabuto, and then Kabuto just like
beat the shit out of her
so easily, and I'm like, we've set her up to be like this crazy, like the Jiraiya says like at some point that Tsunade, no one can beat her in medical skills or combat, and I'm like, what is that? Is she like the best fighter in the world or something? That's crazy. And then Kabuto beats her, and I'm like, what's going on here? This is crazy.
Kabuto is just Kage level, bro.
And it's like, it's not. It would be okay if he was beating her, but he's beating her while holding back because he can't kill her because he needs her to fix Orochimaru's arms. Like, this is just ridiculous.
Started stomping on her at one point.
It was very silly, but it's just like a weird power scaling thing. But then,
well, she just wasn't powering up. She was too scared or something. Because later she powered up and she beat the fuck out of everybody. But why didn't she do that earlier? Well, I don't know. So Naruto could come in and save the day, obviously. What are you?
That's right. No, because she's afraid of blood, which is terrible. And when it happens in the fight, I'm like, this is just, why are we doing it? Like, I could imagine if it lasted for like a few seconds or something, but it like lasts for like episodes. I'm like, oh my god. Bro, Tsunade, get over this. So that was the thing. The pill eating stuff I don't like. I think I've liked it previously in this set of episodes. I'm like, Kabuto's eating a pill right now. How great.
I have something to say about that, EliteAri.
Go ahead.
I said food pills would never come back because I didn't remember it. And then I got an angry DM from Miller the Killer saying, I was just reading the Kabuto fight and he uses them in that fight. And I said, fuck off, Miller the Killer, you don't know nothing. Yep. But he was correct. He was eating food pills here. So, and actually Miller the Killer told me they're actually in it a lot. So I just forgot that.
Wonderful. I can't wait. They're not good because like, I don't know. Like in Dragon Ball Z, I like the sensu beans. They're kind of cool because they like heal you. What does the pill do? Like it makes you like it regenerates chakra or something a little bit, but like not really. But, like,
and then he was recuperating his blood because he took a plasma pill or something.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. I don't like it. Then like the whole setting for the fight is like, firstly I don't know, it's like kind of lame. It looks like a Windows XP, green. Like the wallpaper kind of like, like an open field kind of thing, which can be cool, but it's like, it's not used in any cool way. And it kind of just looks bland. Like they could have made it look more interesting.
It's just
somehow.
a big place so they can summon their big monsters.
Yeah, this is a thing where it's like maybe in the manga it looks better, and maybe the anime just made it look boring or something. That's very possible with the colors or something like that.
Nah, it looked cool.
Yeah, the background was weird. Jiraiya just being drugged up felt so transparently like we need him to not be at full strength because that'd mess up everything and he'd just beat everyone here. And I'm like, okay, whatever.
Well, no, I don't even think it's that. I think it's we don't want to commit to like showing everybody's strongest abilities.
Yeah,
right now. But they did it. They kind of did it for Tsunade, so she can have her moment.
Yeah. it is what it is. You know, it was a little annoying. Then I don't know. It's just like where it's the three Sanian and they're fighting, and I'm just like, couldn't this have been better? Like I was looking forward to it because I'm like, oh, we're actually it looks like we're heading toward a thing where like the Sanian might fight each other, and then we get a three-way fight, and it's like not as cool as I was hoping for. So it was a bit lame. Like we've had good fights in Naruto, which are like, I don't know, they're so much cooler than this, and this just didn't end up being cool. And then like there's the whole element of half the time I have no idea how Orochimaru, who is like weakened, he has no hands, he's like feverish, he's fought for so long against Jiraiya, I don't know how it's possible, but he's doing it, and he's still.
It was like 5 minutes.
It's not 5 minutes. It's like many episodes of him just fighting off screen, and I'm like, I can't even imagine what he's doing right now without hands, but he's doing something. I mean, his head's extending, his tongue's extending. I have no idea, but. Even after all this, and being incredibly already at his base, before he started the fight, he was incredibly weakened by his hands, and he has a fever, he's already weakened, and then he goes through the fight, and he's further tired and weakened and whatever, and then after that, he seems to be the strongest of all these people here, where he's still fighting, he's keeping up with both Jiraiya and Tsunade is like fully powered up and everything, and he is portrayed as though he is able to keep be in control of the fight the whole time. And it's just weird. Like, there is a way to make that or do it well, so it, like, seems like he is in control because he's so cool and stuff, but I'm just confused. I'm like, how is he in control? He was portrayed as so weak before.
He's in control because he has the greatest of all time, Kabuto, at his side.
But the thing is, like, he doesn't even have him by his side because he's, like, 1v1ing Jiraiya for the majority of this, and then afterward, Kabuto's out of action. And it's like,
Jiraiya was at 30%, he said, remember?
I know, I do remember that. And you know what? It is what it is. I didn't like this. It was not good. But
they just clashed a few times.
There was good stuff, but I think we can talk about that when we get to it. But there was a lot of issues.
EliteAri hates this arc. You love to see it, but no, the fight was epic. I liked it a lot. One time Jiraiya became like a porcupine. He used his hair, and that was really cool. And they created a bog to sink a snake in, and that was really cool. And then Orochimaru was sticking his tongue out at people.
That's right. Good for him.
And he can summon because you just need his blood.
Yeah, that was annoying me too, but yeah.
Well, Kabuto technically summoned. But
yeah, like the thing is, like I've gone into this obviously knowing like he has to get his arms back. It's the most generic like story in the world. He's gonna get his arms back one day or like be able to do it. So it didn't bother me that much that it bothers me a little bit that he's like using abilities even though he doesn't have his arms. Like I wish it was like he literally can't use anything until he gets his arms back. Like that would be cool.
I like that he was crying a lot in those beginning episodes. That made me think that the third Hokage accomplished something. EliteAri, I was happy with it.
I was happy too, and even though like it's almost he has to get his arms back, it just has to. I just wish he didn't have any abilities until he got them back, because then it would be so much cooler and scarier when he gets his abilities back. But now it's like, why should we be scared of that? Because he's already got he can just do stuff now already, and I don't know, it just feels I don't like it.
I think the great Kabuto is going to kill Orochimaru and take his place as the #1 bad guy, and we're all just going to be so excited for it. He's going to wear Orochimaru's outfit, and then you'll like him.
Well, yeah, there's this whole element as well of like, I don't know why. I feel like they might have explained it in this set of episodes, but I don't remember. So you're gonna have to remind me. Why on earth why is Kabuto trying to get Orochimaru's arms back? I don't get it. Like, why on earth would he want that? Like,
because he believes in the cause.
But I feel like it just doesn't even like Orochimaru. Like when Kabuto showed up and stopped Tsunade from killing Orochimaru, I was like, oh, finally, he's like revealed that he doesn't like Orochimaru. But no,
true, that was the twist they tried to do, but then they didn't do it. So yeah, that was funny. But yeah. But true. Who knows what Kabuto's motivation is? Maybe we'll find out one day, EliteAri. Now, fuck, you said so. Oh, speaking of generic EliteAri, did you love the great Naruto death fake out? Was that a fun time?
The fake out? Who Naruto himself?
His heart stopped.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's the main character. I didn't really think about it. I'm like, oh, okay, true. They'd probably think that he's gonna die.
It's upsetting. I was crying, I was fearful for the great Naruto. He was bleeding out. No, he wasn't bleeding out. I think he wasn't pumping blood, EliteAri. That's a different thing.
Yeah. I mean,
true, we talk about
that doesn't bother me at all, because it's like, from Tsunade's perspective, it's like a character moment for her, and I like that. But yeah, that doesn't bother me.
Mm-hmm. Well, we can get into all that later, because I have a little bit to say about that, but we may as well go in order a little bit. We got some nice overall thoughts and stuff out there. Now, what is that the extent of my little dot point there, EliteAri? I think so. There is an upside to the slowness. I'm saying Naruto's still okay, EliteAri. I don't hate everything. Jiraiya and Naruto have traveled quite a bit, so now it feels like their bond is more solidified. And Naruto training for 17 years proves that he works the things, EliteAri, So, even in the things that were absolutely terrible, there was some goodness, Leary, some goodness to be found.
Yep.
I don't know if you probably don't care about this at all. There was like a lot of really terrible expositional stuff sometimes, where like Shizune would say Tsunade's like full name all the time, and like there was
What's
like
Tsunade?
3 points where
It's a full
he
name,
would
like
say
the last
Lady
name?
Tsunade of the something something. And it's
Oh.
just like, just say Tsunade, bitch, shut up. There was lots of stuff like that, and there was lots of reiterating things that were kind of annoying, which I haven't found to be as annoying in the dub so far. So I was like, oh, there's a little like repeating of ourselves going on here that makes it seem all a little unnatural. But that's my only other overall thought. It doesn't matter. I should have wrote down some examples, Eliteari. Okay, let's backtrack to the beginning. Now, I've split this into 4 parts, Eliteari. I have Itachi stuff, then I have the search for Tsunade, then I have the Sannin showdown, then I have Return to the Village. So we'll stick to the first 4 or 5 episodes with the Itachi stuff, Eliteari. If you recall, last time we left off on a big cliffhanger. Itachi and his friend showed up, and then such things were about to happen, and such things kind of happened. It wasn't too exciting, but, we'll get into it all a little bit, Eliteari. The first of all, Eliteari, you're going to give your overall thoughts on this section, but first I'm going to say, the Great Mist was back, Eliteari! Woohoo!
Yeah, it all looked really ugly again. It was great.
It was terrific. We love it. The great Kisame is, of course, from the... he was from the same village, Eliteari, the same village as Zabuza. Right. He's also a legendary swordsman of the Mist, one of the 7. We've met 2 of them now. Terrific. And, so Mist is epic, Eliteari. We love the Mist.
I don't like the Mist, no, but... And when they're fighting on water and stuff, and I'm reminded of when they fought in water that one time, and it also looked really bad. I don't know, it is what it is, but...
It looks terrific.
Itachi, oh my goodness. We meet him, we see him talk for the first time, oh my god.
We do.
And he's, I don't really have much to say beyond his, like, he is basically Sasuke if Sasuke was actually cool. So, I don't know.
He's so cool, the great Itachi. Woohoo!
He is very cool. He's, like, quiet, but also, like, capable, and, like, he's...
And serious.
He doesn't get triggered very easily. Yeah, like, he's cool. He, like, takes on Kakashi, he has a cool ability, he has a cool backstory, he's cool. I like Itachi. He's very cool.
We'll go into all this in a bit more detail. True. He beat the shit out of Sasuke too. Remember that, Eliteari? That shit was crazy.
Yeah, he like choked him, and that's that meme I've seen before.
That's the meme, Eliteari.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yes, we love it. The normie said the same thing when it happened, Eliteari.
Yep.
I guess while we're doing general overall thoughts, do you have anything to say about the great Kisame, Eliteari? He looks a little weird.
Kisame. He talked about the bingo book a bunch, and I was like, "It's a bingo book. Am I meant to know this? Is this the first time they're referring to it?"
No, of course. The Zabuza was always talking about the bingo book, Eliteari. Kakashi is in their bingo book, and Kisame and Zabuza were both in the bingo book of the Leaf Village. The bingo book is those people you got to kill on sight.
Yes. But do I have a thing to say about Kisame? I don't know.
He had a sword?
When I think of him, I think, he's like a shark man or something. Was he a shark man?
He looks like a shark man. That's true, Eliteari. You're very perceptive. How smart.
Yeah, he's a good match for Itachi. I'll say that. Like, they're a funny duo together.
Yes, we love the great Itachi and Kisame. But true, we'll go into a little bit more detail because it's fed. There is a bit of a build up here, Eliteari, that I did enjoy a little bit. It was slow at the beginning, but I liked it this time. Also, a big part here, and my first stop point here says more Sasuke backstory, him crying about how he wasn't strong enough to save mother and father. Now, this will be drip thread throughout, but we can kind of just talk about this generally now. I think this is the most we've ever seen of the night it happened, Eliteari. So we saw the auntie and the uncle. They got ninja starred. There was blood all over the parents' room or something. Itachi cut him from the back. That shit was crazy. And Itachi gloated and said, "Sasuke, you're a little pussy ass bitch." And I killed all these people just to test my abilities. And he's posed in front of the moon in that famous shot, Eliteari.
I don't even know the shot, but
he was on the power pole, not the
one,
yes,
but, okay.
And then he disappears. Whoa, that's pretty cool, brother. Anything to say about any of that? Sasuke's backstory is way better than Naruto's.
There's a whole thing to say here, which is like, my understanding is from your videos that Itachi is actually a good guy, whatever. So
I never said such a thing.
Well, that's the thing. I'm like, it has to be who you're talking about. It was either Itachi or someone who sounds like the name Itachi, which is possible, but I'm pretty sure it's Itachi because it would make sense. And like, he hasn't outright, like, there's nothing to contradict that could be possible yet. But regardless, the point is that it's like, my guess would be what's actually happening here. Just with that knowledge in mind that he's actually a good guy or whatever, or like not as bad as he seems. There's like 2 possibilities. One is that it's like, the Akatsuki, which are do we learn about them in this
Oh,
set
the
of
great
episodes,
group.
or is this like, do we know about them before? I don't remember.
No, this is the first time they were mentioned. I
Okay.
teased you at the end. I said that group's going to show up next time, EliteAri. You totally know who then their name and
No.
stuff, and you've noticed their jackets, of course.
Absolutely
but
not.
we all made fun of you for not knowing EliteAri. And then, just to prove you wrong, I asked ChatGPT what the most famous group in anime is called, and it said the Akatsuki from Naruto. So you're
That's
the one
crazy.
out in the woods, EliteAri.
Yep, never heard of them. But the Akatsuki, my guess is that they were probably dead set on wiping out the Uchiha clan for some reason. I don't know why, like maybe they were dangerous or whatever. And then Itachi probably volunteered to do it so that he could save his brother. He's like, whatever, I'll the Akatsuki, they're going to kill everyone, or I kill everyone and I get my brother to live. That's probably the best guess, is like what would be like he's actually a good guy. Or there's a crazier theory, but I feel like Naruto's not brave enough. I mean, it's still bad, but it's like, whatever, like I can imagine he dies in a bittersweet way or whatever. When Sasuke finds out at the end and is like, "Oh, Itachi, you saved my life." I could imagine like a scene like that happening. But the crazier theory, which there's no way it'll happen because Naruto's not this cool, but it could be that Itachi at some point in this set of episodes says that the reason he like killed the village was to test the limits of his ability. And I thought, oh, that's really interesting. What if he has like a teleportation ability or like a time, like freeze people in time ability, so the village is actually still alive and the people are being teleported away, and he was like testing whether he can actually like make it look like a whole village has died, but in reality they're still alive. So one day he'll like undo it, and then Sasuke will like be happy and he'll live like a happy life because all these people are actually okay. And in the end, Itachi, I don't know why he would have done it, maybe it was for the Akatsuki thing too, but like he made it look like they were all dead but they're not actually, or something. But there's no way this will happen because Naruto is not cool enough of a story to do that. But he did briefly mention that he did it to test the limits of his ability. So that's another thing.
Now, Naruto is the coolest story ever, so anything is possible, Leader. You gotta keep that in mind.
True. And then my other thing to say about this is what you were saying just then, actually, about like, even if he did kill everyone and then let Sasuke live, he's not really a good person or whatever. It is going to be, like, unless they do the crazy thing like I just said, which I actually don't think is going to happen, but it is going to be hard to make Itachi come across as a good person in the end. Like, my assumption until this point was that he, like, I think this came out in our first discussion, if I'm remembering correctly, but my assumption was that, like, the Uchiha clan was, like, a pretty small clan that was, like, maybe, like, Sasuke and his parents and maybe grandparents or something like that. But it seems like there was a whole village, basically.
At least 100 people, I'm going to say, Leader. At least 100.
Yeah, whereas, like, a bunch of people that Itachi killed. So if it was, like, just Sasuke's family, like, immediate family, I'd be like, whatever. Like, maybe there was a good reason for it. But to wipe out, like, that many people is, like, I don't know, it's going to be hard to, like, make him come across as a good person in the end.
You got to crack some eggs to make an omelet, EliteAri.
I guess, maybe. But, yeah.
And it didn't seem like that auntie was a ninja either, so I don't know what was going on there.
Yeah, exactly.
You just killing civilians?
Like, yeah, maybe it would have made more sense, or not made more sense, because I don't actually know what's happening, but, like, it would have been more, like, I could imagine him being more redeemable if it was just, like, Sasuke's immediate family, because they all are, like, crazy Sharingan users who are, like, crazy battling people or something, but it was just, like, everyone. Like,
but his mommy seems so nice.
Yeah, we don't know. She could be evil. We have no idea.
She wanted to train with him, but Sasuke said, no, I want my brother.
True.
And then Itachi jabbed him in the forehead.
It was crazy, and he didn't kill him. He must be a good guy.
It's true. I would have killed Sasuke if I was Itachi. That's all I'm saying. But true, there was some backstory stuff. Pretty cool. It's going to get fleshed out more in the future. If you believe it. Can you believe it, EliteAri? Everybody's out doing a bit of training at the beginning of EliteAri. Konohamaru is sad about the statue. True, he's looking up at it, and this will be called back to in our later episodes of EliteAri, if you can believe it or not. School still hasn't started back up again because the village is all fucked up, EliteAri. We've got to rebuild the village. Everybody's rebuilding. Right. Naruto gives Konohamaru a coupon for Ichiraku ramen. What a nice guy, EliteAri.
Yeah, Naruto's the best.
Oh, wait, I guess we didn't get that overall section. Do you actually like Naruto more, or is it just you liked his situation more or something?
I guess we'll see going forward. I don't know. I liked him in this set of episodes quite a lot. Yeah,
it is kind of cool when he comes back and he's like the one that knows Tsunade and has to like introduce.
Oh, it's like the coolest thing ever.
And everything.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been in that position sometime, and I remember feeling it was really cool. So that's just crazy. When you got to come back to like the people you know and be like, this lady over here, she runs the shit now. Crazy.
Real. Wow. It was.
Oh my god, EliteAri, I drank and you talked. Everybody clapped.
Now you're not letting me finish my talking. My goodness, but it It is very cool at the end where I'm like, I want literally every single character to interact with Tsunade now. Like, we got a few of them and it was like super cool, but I want everyone. I want everyone to get a Tsunade scene. It's gonna be super cool because we know her and they don't know her yet, and it's
Just
gonna be
the
awesome.
important ones like Shikamaru, EliteAri.
No, we need everyone. We need Sakura. We need
Sakura did. Sakura said, "This
Wait, did
lady's
she?
so beautiful."
Oh, I guess she had that splinter. Yeah, true. But I want them to have a full conversation or something, and it'll be fun. True.
We'll see. Tsunade just got introduced now, EliteAri. How about you hold your horses?
Oh, well, Naruto's ending soon. How many episodes have we got left?
True. We got one group left, but it's like 40 episodes or something. No, it's like 33 or something. Now, EliteAri. Oh, there was something funny. Oh, in the first one, you said that Naruto is definitely going to be the fifth Hokage, EliteAri. So eat it and weep it. Read it and weep it.
Yeah, but I think since then I've said that there might be like one before that, but like then he might be the one after that. So there we go.
Well, as far back as we have to go to make fun of you, EliteAri, we will. So don't you worry about it. Now, true, Konohamaru got a coupon. What a cute little kid that Konohamaru is. Oh my god, EliteAri, we see what happened to the actual Kazekage. He was killed before the exams. Baki is not happy about this and curses Orochimaru. The face turn is complete. And then we cut to Orochimaru after that. So let's first touch on that, EliteAri. You brought this up at the end of last time, and I was very excited that you remembered to care about this. But you did get your answer here. It's like an answer.
It is an answer. It also looked like he was buried where Sasuke was training with Higara or something, but probably not.
No, it seemed like they were in the sand village or like right outside the sand.
They just reused the same asset. It was great. But it was good. Yeah, I got an answer. I was trying to remember that. Like, I remember when you told me that, oh, you'll get an answer for it, and I got the answer, and I was happy.
Mm-hmm. There was I think there's a scene before they attack where he's like talking to like the Jonin of the Sand Village, and that was actually Orochimaru, I think. So that's freaking crazy. Or actually, maybe it wasn't, because maybe he ambushed them on the day they were leaving for the tournament. So that was a nice clarification where I ruined it halfway in between, huh?
Well done.
True. Now, then we cut to Orochimaru right afterwards, because he's the culprit, and Kabuto is kind of making fun of Orochimaru for his arms hurting or something. He's always been a little pesky guy, this Kabuto. We love this guy. And then he's talking about how he killed 2 of the Kage, which is kind of cool, because he did do that later. You know, he's kind of that guy. If only he had Itachi from the beginning, we wouldn't be in this mess. This is where we start to cross over Itachi and Orochimaru more often. I think the first time Itachi was mentioned by name, I think it was Orochimaru in the Forest of Death. So that's a pretty cool little callback. Itachi is stronger than Orochimaru, Orochimaru says. And Orochimaru says that's why he pulled himself out of that organization, EliteAri, which we would later learn was the Akatsuki. Orochimaru was a member. That was crazy. And we see him, and there's like a hand with a ring on it, and that seems to be the ring. Each Akatsuki member seems to have a ring. Now, on
really?
yes, you see Itachi and Kisame with them, and then Orochimaru's got his like hanging in the corner because he's not in the group anymore. He doesn't.
It's a little silly that Kisame is like part of this crazy group of like 9 people or whatever, but okay, true.
You don't think Kisame is that strong?
Well, no, he says when they're talking about fighting Jiraiya or whatever, he's like, oh, he'll kill me easily or whatever. I'm like, oh my god.
He did say that. We'll get back to power scaling in about 300 episodes.
Yeah, true.
Now,
how exciting.
Oh, true. And Orochimaru's ring says sky on it, EliteAri. What does that mean? I don't fucking know. But I think Itachi said like fire or something. I don't remember.
I don't even remember this rings whatsoever. I have no idea.
Well, they do some close-ups, and then my subtitle said the thingy. But true, Orochimaru used to be in the Akatsuki, EliteAri. Can you believe it? And Itachi is stronger than him. That was probably not too surprising.
No, that was very surprising, and I also don't know if I believe that. But yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Why wouldn't you believe that?
Why would I? There's like the 3 legendary Sannin who are meant to be like the most scariest like ninja ever.
Yeah, of the Leaf Village.
Oh, is that? Wait, I didn't know that was just for the Leaf Village. I thought it was like everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes more sense then. Then I guess it just is like that typical shonen like 1990s or whatever power scaling creep or whatever. Okay.
Well, Itachi is also from the Leaf Village.
Oh. Well,
obviously the Uchiha are Leaf Village, and he has a Leaf Village thingy with a cross to it.
I don't know the world of this place. Okay, I know the Leaf Village was the 3rd Hokage's domain or whatever.
The Leaf Village is all the Hokage's domain, idiot.
Yeah, but the 3rd Hokage is the only one I care about because he was just
That's true, and he was it for the longest time. And my goodness, do we love the great Hiruzen Sarutobi? May we salute. But apparently he's your 2nd favorite Hokage now.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, Tsunade became the Hokage.
No,
True.
that's crazy. Tsunade ain't cooler than Hiruzen, I'll tell you that much. Now, is there something else in there earlier? Right? True, the Akatsuki or something, the organization. My goodness. I
Yep.
wonder if we'll learn more about them in the future. Itachi and Kisame are looking for someone in particular, and Itachi knows where he is. And it turns out they were looking for Naruto, but they want you to think they're looking for Sasuke, EliteAri.
Yeah, I was very excited early in the set of episodes because like Itachi and his friend Kisame are like sitting down, and then Sasuke's right in front of them, and I'm like, oh, is like Kakashi setting up
True.
this meeting so they can like talk to each other? That's gonna be great. I like dialogue.
No.
But no, it was just
But
completely. I don't. Yeah, it's not that.
Well, Kakashi was following them because he thought they looked suspicious, but then
Yeah.
yes, Sasuke was just there because he was like, "Kakashi, what are you doing here?"
Yep.
And it's like, "Oh my god, he's there! Itachi's gonna grab him or something." But it wasn't even
Mhm.
who he was looking for. That's crazy. Then we got a scene with Jiraiya earlier. He gets approached by Homura and Kurohara Sensei, the two old people that, if you remember from our pictures last time, were in they were Hiruzen's squad members, EliteAri. So you better remember them. They're
Wow.
the elders. They're also at the coronation scene at the end. Was standing next to Tsunade because they make the rules. They're like advisors or something, EliteAri. And they
Mm.
say, Jiraiya, you should be the Hokage. Did you think he was going to take it, EliteAri?
Not for a single second did I think that. No.
What?
Why would I think that? I feel like he's already talked about how he has no interest in that, or like no, he just like wants to go and do his thing or whatever. Or he's got more important things to do. Like I feel like there was never hinted that
He's
he
got
would
to do
stay
his
around.
research, EliteAri.
Yeah.
Oh, I have written down, this guy's got a voice. The old dude definitely has a recognizable dub voice.
Who's the old dude? Like one of the two people you're talking about?
Yes, one of the
Oh.
the
I
old
never saw them in
advisors.
English.
Oh, EliteAri, it's not fair.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't worry, they'll be around a little bit. Talks with the Sand Village went swimmingly. They offered a total surrender, EliteAri.
Yep. Good.
We did beat him. Well, Gaara's a nice guy now. He doesn't want to kill us anymore. They have taken a mighty blow. They must prepare for the onslaught they think might come next from surrounding villages. That is the Leaf Village, EliteAri. Did you know these villages are cutthroat like this?
Well, it makes sense. Now would be the time to take advantage of their weakness.
Not now. We got Tsunade around, EliteAri.
True.
They are summoning a council of all the Jonin, EliteAri. That sounds pretty cool. The Lord of Fire wants Jiraiya. That's the feudal lord, EliteAri. What the fuck does this guy know? But Jiraiya says the line, EliteAri. He says there is another.
Okay. Cool.
That's Star Wars, EliteAri. That's Star Wars.
It is. Yeah. True.
The search for Tsunade begins with an exclamation mark. She's got the brains for it, apparently. They want to send Anbu with Jiraiya, but he doesn't want them following him. Jiraiya wants to run away for a little bit, and he says, I'll take the great Naruto instead. So he goes and gets Naruto. He describes Naruto as an interesting egg. I don't know what that means, and I don't know why I thought it was important enough to write down, EliteAri, but here we are. Then, EliteAri, back to the Itachi stuff. Kakashi, unless you had something to say about all that stuff I just said.
Well, it depends. I don't know. Did he have the scene with Kakashi yet? That's the important one.
Probably not, EliteAri, but that would be a flashback. Say something about that, and we'll skip it when I get to it next time.
It is very cool that like we're having like specialization of the mentors now, where we have Kakashi for Sasuke and we have Jiraiya for Naruto. It is very cool. It's a shame that like Sakura doesn't really have anyone, but it is good that we have I like it. Like I hope that it stays this way, and I hope that Jiraiya like becomes the like initially there was oh my god, what's his name? The first sensei guy. The
Ibizu?
No,
Iruka?
Iruka sensei, yeah. It's like initially you think he's gonna be the guy, and then I thought, oh, like Kakashi's gonna be the guy that like this is gonna be like Naruto's big teacher guy, and he's gonna die one day as like a saving him or whatever, which could still happen. But now I hope it becomes that we're gonna have Jiraiya be that figure instead. Because then it'll be like someone who's more similar to him. At some point in these episodes, I started to realize where I'm like, oh, like. Again, this has very little what I was just saying, but it was like a somewhat connected, which is that you have the three Sanin, and you've got obviously Orochimaru who's trying to get Sasuke. Yeah, and is like the parallel there, and then you've got Jiraiya who's trying to get like who obviously taught Naruto's dad, seemingly, apparently, the fourth Hokage, I'm guessing. And obviously taught, is teaching Naruto now. And then we have Tsunade, who I hope is going to teach Sakura, but I don't think so, because that's just too good to be true. But
Sakura doesn't have a mentor, you were just saying.
Yeah, but there's no way the Hokage is going to be her mentor, but I wish. That is like the extension of the parallel, right? But I realized that like midway through, and I'm like, oh, that's like super cool. I hope Jiraiya stays to be Naruto's mentor because that's like really cool. So yeah, we'll see.
But he's got to do his research, EliteAri.
True.
Oh, there was something great I had to say, but I forgot it in your last sentence, EliteAri. It was so poignant. It was so connected. It was, did it have something to do with Kakashi or something? We were splitting up the mentors, EliteAri. Good point. You're a smart cookie over there. Yep. Oh, I remember, EliteAri. It's really cool that all three of them have like older ones, and Jiraiya has a younger one. But that's because Jiraiya's older one is fucking dead, EliteAri. So the older one was the fourth Hokage, and then Tsunade's got Shizune, and Orochimaru has Kabuto, but like Jiraiya's is freaking dead, so he's got the little Naruto.
That's true. I didn't even think about that. That is true. Cool.
But also, fucking Jiraiya had the best one, obviously.
But yeah, it was the Hokage. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. Kabuto was beating the fuck out of this Hokage, so Kabuto would wipe the floor with the fourth Hokage. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, Kabuto's the main big bad villain, the final villain in all of Naruto, so he has to be strong. He's going to be the Madara guy or whatever. It's his actual name is Kabuto.
He's Madara. Whoop. Don't worry, I already fucked that up.
You already said that last time. Oh my god.
Kakashi, Kurenai, and Asuma were hanging out. Oh no, Kakashi. Kurenai and Asuma were hanging out, EliteAri, and then she blushed when they were called out, so these two are in love.
Wait, slow down. Say the names again. Who'd you say?
Kurenai and Asuma, our other senseis, EliteAri, yes. As a group. They are in love, EliteAri, did you notice?
I don't remember this. Is this a thing?
Well, they first show up, and they walk up to Kakashi together, and Kakashi says, "What are you two doing together?"
Oh.
and then she blushes, and she says, "Nothing, don't be stupid."
Oh,
and then he like puts his arms up. So they're in love, EliteAri. You're supposed to figure that out.
No, that's good. Very cool.
Mm-hmm. They're right. Oh, there was a funny thing you said really early on that you didn't mean this way, but you were like, obvious. Like, I think I tried to joke about this already or something, and you said, no, don't be silly. We're not going to get focused on these like sensei characters. But it was specifically in me bringing up that they were in love, and you were wrong. So, EliteAri, you're an idiot, and I remember that. So. They're right next to Itachi and Kisame. They have rings too. Oh my goodness. Obito is mentioned again, EliteAri. He says, somebody says, were you visiting Obito? Obito is Kakashi's friend that died.
Oh, yes, makes him very sad. Okay. I feel like I forget every time.
Write them down.
Yeah.
Kurenai doesn't know who that is. Oh, true, because it's like a difference of like this might be like a thing later on that Asuma knew who he was, but Kurenai didn't. So that's a little crazy, EliteAri. That was a cool little detail. Kakashi is early and everybody's being weird about it. True, because Kakashi's always late, but it's because Kakashi is following these two no gooders. Then the Jonin seem to have noticed. Oh yeah, and they all seem to notice just out of nowhere that something bad's going on. So that's cool because they got like ninja senses or something, EliteAri. And the Akatsuki guys noticed too because they disappeared. This is crazy, EliteAri. This is some elite ninja escapism we're going on.
Yep.
Then they actually just corner him anyway, EliteAri. They confront Itachi and Kisame. Itachi names all three of them, EliteAri. Itachi knows who they are. That's crazy.
Yep.
Itachi was like a generation beneath them. They could have been his sensei. That's crazy as hell.
Yep. But he was the leader of the Anbu or something at 13 or something.
When he was like 3 years old or something, EliteAri.
Yep.
This is the strongest guy of all time. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
But also the Anbu kind of suck, EliteAri.
That's right. Because he left. Maybe if he was still there, it'd been great.
I was about to say, true. Yep. He would have had him in ship shape.
Yep.
Itachi's ring says red.
Didn't it say sky? Oh no, that was Orochimaru. Okay.
That's Orochimaru's. Come on now. Now let's think. Kisame says water, says shark, it says fish.
What?
We don't know, EliteAri. Well,
what's on his ring? I don't even remember the ring. I have no idea what you're talking about. But okay, maybe
there's some rings, EliteAri. Next time, watch for the rings.
Yep.
They freak out when they realize it's Itachi. True, they notice his Sharingan and they're all like, "Whoa, this is that fucking guy. This is crazy." He's so short. My goodness, EliteAri. He was so short. He's only like. He's like, what is Sasuke said he was 7 in the flashback, and I think Itachi is 14 when he kills everybody, and Itachi's 19. So I was gonna say he was like 15 or something, but I just did the math. So he's just a shorty. He's not still growing. Anyway, there's hope for you yet, EliteAri. He does his little sleeve pose. Oh, true. He does the thing where Itachi like rests his arm inside his sleeve, and he poses, EliteAri. You probably don't remember, but it's cool.
Nope.
Kisame's ring says south.
Great. They're like the South Pole. That's where the ice is, the water.
That's where the fishes live.
Yeah.
Kisame Hoshigaki, EliteAri. That's his full name. Didn't know sharks had last names, EliteAri, but he's a shark man or something. So he does.
Yep.
He's from the Mist Village, suspected of espionage and the assassination of a feudal lord. That's not very nice, EliteAri. He's an S-rank criminal in the bingo book. Now that's crazy.
Yep.
Asuma thinks he's going to wipe the floor with them both now. True, Asuma did walk forward and said that. He didn't end up doing that, EliteAri, but we respect him for his attitude. They can't believe Itachi would show his face in this place, EliteAri.
Yep.
Itachi warns them not to get involved. Oh my goodness, he's so nice, EliteAri. He really is a good guy. And he doesn't want to kill them. Kisame asks Itachi's permission to kill them. Oh my god, he's taking orders from this little guy, EliteAri.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, that's a little bit of internal power scaling we got going on. Kisame's got a wrapped up sword. That's crazy. Asuma uses his knuckles to fight him back. You know, his cool brass knuckle things he's got? Yeah. Kurenai uses this some cool genjutsu. She came out of a tree and disappeared or something. I don't remember exactly, but it was cool.
Yep. I think not Kakashi. Itachi did it. It was cooler.
Yeah. Itachi was I'm much stronger, and he was actually in the tree. That was some advanced level mind fuckery, EliteAri. Shark skin sword that cuts you to ribbons. That must be what Kisame said. Kurenai wraps them both up in a tree, but Itachi's in the tree, actually. Itachi's much better at genjutsu, EliteAri. Poor Kurenai. They even said she was really good at genjutsu, but not as good as Itachi. And then he goes for the kill. Kurenai dodges, but Itachi kicks her into the river. She dodged all by herself. She's pretty strong, EliteAri. Kakashi then shows back up. Asuma cuts Kisame's cheek. That's a big feat, EliteAri. Write that down on your
I know, I was very proud. I am very proud of these two, actually, for how well they did. So
you liked them?
Yeah,
I like that they get little moments here. It's very cool.
Yeah.
Water shark bomb jutsu, and Kisame and Kakashi do it at the same time, and we know Kakashi knows this one because he used it against
Zabuza.
What do you call it? Zabuza, EliteAri. What a great callback. We love the great Zabuza. We love the great miss. Itachi knows Kakashi too, and their Sharingan look at each other, EliteAri. Whoa.
It was crazy.
But it turns out that Itachi has a higher version of the Sharingan. He's got the Mangekyo Sharingan. You ever heard me say that before?
He is a Uchiha, and that's how that works.
Perhaps. We'll find out more at some point. We're back with the Ichiraku Ramen guys are so nice to the great Naruto, EliteAri. They would be nice again. We love the Ichiraku Ramen guy and his sexy daughter.
Okay.
She's got to be at least 19, EliteAri. That's all I'm saying. Jiraiya shows up to tell Naruto the plan. Naruto is not happy about going with him. Tsunade's really beautiful and gorgeous, Jiraiya says. Oh, wasn't he right about that, EliteAri? My goodness, this girl's got giant bazookas.
That's right.
Let me tell you something. 12-year-old me has never seen a more beautiful woman. Android 18 can get lost, EliteAri.
Wow.
She was, oh my goodness, EliteAri. This Tsunade shirt. Oh. Jiraiya eventually convinces Naruto by promising to teach him a new jutsu, EliteAri. The Rasengan. He didn't say that yet, EliteAri, but it's that thingy, you know? That's crazy, huh?
As soon as, you know how I learned it was that? I think it was as soon as he started doing spinning stuff. I'm like, I know it's a spinning thing. That's right, I remember that. But it didn't look the way I thought it would. So I think I don't know if I ever explained this. Maybe I didn't. But I feel like I probably would have in my first video when we talk about this in the first discussion. But the only reason I really know about the Rasengan is that I had to edit it into a video one day in high school because we were making a movie and my friend wanted one of our characters in the movie to do the Naruto attack or whatever. And in it was like a spinning disc. And now that I've seen these episodes, it makes so much more sense because in the video, it was one guy was holding the energy and the other guy was spinning it, which is obviously the clone of the other guy. So it's like a shadow clone. Yeah. And when it happened in this set of episodes, I was like, oh my God, it all clicks together. And it was a crazy moment of oh, that's so cool.
Well, first of all, you must have brought this up because I must have also brought up that I did the exact same thing for an IT class one time. And I feel like you laughed at it last time. So I remember telling that story. So we must have done this. Wow. We must have done this before. But it's true. One of my friends, this was in grade 8. One of my friends did the Rasengan and one of us did the Chidori. And then we had to edit it in and we threw them at each other. It was crazy. Spoilers for maybe something in the future, EliteAri. Now, But true, there was something else to say about that though. Oh, it's so cool. Naruto, I talked about this last time, and I knew this was coming because the last time it stood out so much because I knew what was coming. But Naruto always cheats. He never learns the jutsu properly. He uses his signature jutsu, the shadow clones, to cheat. It's so cool. I love it. It's great. That's his main jutsu, even if he has all these other ones. But true, the Rasengan EliteAri. Well, don't worry, we got 17 episodes of this fucking boring kid learning them, so we'll
It was
get
awesome.
to get into
It was stage by stage. Oh my god, it was great.
There were 3 stages. That is cool. The 60 minutes of watching I had to do to get there was not so cool.
I was on the edge of my seat.
But anyway, I bet you were. You got all the time in the world over there to watch this fucking Naruto hit a tree. Anyway, true, teaching him a new jutsu. We cut back to Itachi and Kakashi EliteAri. Kakashi says Itachi's eyes haven't changed. Whoa. He was always a crazy guy. I don't know if they've said this yet, or I spoiled it already, but I definitely already brought up that Kakashi was also an Anbu at some point, and I think he must have been under Itachi, even though he's older than him, which must have been funny, because that's why they're like, maybe Kakashi always said, this guy's got dead eyes, this Itachi, this evil Itachi, we don't like him. Kisame recognizes Kakashi, and Kakashi recognizes Kisame. They're so cool. 7 Ninja Swordsmen of the Mist bingo books. They talk about Zabuza for a little bit of EliteAri. I fucking love Zabuza.
Remember when he cried? Oh my goodness.
He fucking, and he feels them too, or something. That was the great line. I made a video about it. Itachi, stop laughing, EliteAri. Itachi tells Kisame not to fight Kakashi because it will not be without cost. Kakashi's so cool, EliteAri.
Yep.
Even if Kisame could beat him, he'd get fucked up doing it.
Yep.
Itachi's method is Kisame's cool, EliteAri. You'll see. Itachi's method is quicker and quieter. Oh my goodness, EliteAri. Oh, we're not up to it. We're cutting to Sasuke. Sasuke takes a candle into this dark cellar and comes on some Uchiha shrine-looking tablet, EliteAri. Now, you definitely forgot about this. This is an insert shot of Sasuke walking around. I could not believe this was in the show this early, EliteAri. This will be a much more very important thing later on. And I was freaking the fuck out. I said, this is introduced like 200 episodes into Shippuden, and oh my goodness, it was here. It's some secret stone in like this hidden thingy, and Sasuke goes there sometimes to look at it, apparently. So that's crazy. There's Uchiha symbols everywhere. So it's got some sort of secret, EliteAri.
See, it sounds, the way you're describing it sounds like a graveyard of Uchiha, where all the zombie Uchihas are.
I'm not saying nothing about nothing, EliteAri. Can't believe it's introduced this early. I already said that. His fists are clenched. True, he's looking at it and his fists get clenched. Oh my goodness, because he knows his parents are all living so far away where Itachi teleported them.
They're in the world with the dinosaurs that I saw one time on TikTok. There.
True. And it's that we know Sasuke goes to, so I'm very excited. Believe it or not, me and Miller the Killer talked about dinosaurs. Oh, EliteAri, big update. Miller the Killer finished Naruto last night. So he just is so far ahead of us. Can we believe it? But we talked about dinosaurs for a second, and it reminded me of you. Itachi is looking for something. Oh, it's Naruto. Spoiler alert. Kakashi tries the water wall and blocks the water drills. True, there was like water drills or something coming at him. It was pretty cool. He doesn't even see Itachi use a hand sign. That was so cool, EliteAri. He did a jutsu. It was so fast, he didn't even move. Now remember, Haku did him with one hand. That was pretty cool too. And nobody is ever going to do that ever again, EliteAri. But it was really
powerful in all of Naruto.
He was. He was strong. He was stronger than Itachi. I mean, Kakashi. So he must be stronger than Itachi here. My goodness. He distracted him with Shuriken. I don't remember what that was, EliteAri, but it was probably really cool.
Yep.
Itachi then uses shadow clones and stabs Kakashi in the back, but it was a water clone, EliteAri. Oh my goodness, these guys are faking each other out. And then under the water gives Kurenai a kunai, and Itachi detonates his own shadow clone. That was cool. Itachi became a water clone, seeped into the water, swam over to Kurenai being held or something, and gave her a kunai, and then she cut at somebody or something. It was pretty fucking epic, EliteAri.
Yep.
Cut to Naruto now. He's talking about getting Sakura's attention and maybe a kiss if he learns this cool new jutsu.
Good for him.
Oh my goodness, remember the scene at the end where he gets super sad that Sakura just loves Sasuke so much and he walks away?
A little bit, actually, yeah. But maybe not. I don't know. I don't remember that well. But one of the best things in this set of episodes with Sakura, which is very little because she's barely in this, is that, oh my god, she's like starting to appreciate Naruto a bit more because he like saved her during the end of the last arc. So that was cute.
That's true. That's true. Well, Sasuke actually has to tell her that that's what happened.
True. Yeah. Which is
she doesn't believe it. She says, obviously the great Sasuke saved me, but no. True. Oh, this is another thing. I might forget to bring this up later, but like, they keep shit talking Naruto in the Sannin fight about how he's not going to be stronger than Sasuke when he's already like way stronger than Sasuke, which was very funny. Now I get it, they don't know it, but it was kind of funny. And then somebody else says something like that too, and it's like, who's watching this? Sasuke's a little bitch on the ground, and we got Gamabunta over here, EliteAri.
Yep.
Unbelievable, frankly. But Naruto failed to summon Gamabunta and he got the great Gamatatsu, but that's a different story.
Yep.
Wait. No, Jiraiya summoned Gamatatsu, I'm pretty sure. And no?
No,
Both of them failed to summon Gamabunta the first time. I don't remember which one got Gamakichi and which one got Gamatatsu.
Yeah, Gamagichi was Jiraiya, I think, right?
Okay, true. And he said, "Where's your pops?" And they're upset about it. Anyway, that's later on, EliteAri. Stop jumping ahead. Kakashi's a little banged up, but says that Itachi was chief of the Anbu Black Ops when he was 13. Itachi says Kakashi has mastered the Sharingan well, but lacks the strength of the Uchiha, which is something Kabuto said to him at the very end of the fight last time, which I remember pointing out as like obvious setup for what was to come next, which was very funny. Kakashi says his body doesn't have the stamina. This Kakashi's weak, EliteAri. Itachi is going to use a bloodline-specific Sharingan ability, EliteAri. My goodness, Kekkei Genkai stuff. Kakashi warns everyone not to look into Itachi's eyes. Mangekyo Sharingan, Tsukiyomi he uses, EliteAri. And my goodness, Kakashi was there for 72 hours or something getting stabbed over and over.
That's right.
That's not pleasant.
I don't actually know what was going on here. I'm sure it'll be explained later, probably. But it's like he put him in a reality with different time or something.
It was like his mental state, and he made him simulate the pain and exhaustion of being tortured for a long time.
Yep. What a good guy this Itachi is.
He's a nice guy, EliteAri. You just don't know it yet.
Yeah.
But true. Oh, and then Itachi has a cool line, EliteAri, that's definitely not an obvious setup for something that might be coming down the pike, where he says, only someone with the Sharingan and the Kekkei Genkai could defeat him. Is there a guy that, like, is like that,
you're talking about Madara Uchiha or something is what I'm guessing.
I'm talking about the great Sasuke Uchiha, our great conquering hero, who is an Uchiha. Kakashi is sucked into the Genjutsu and put on a cross in a black and white world. He gets stabbed for 72 hours, and it only takes up 1 second in the real world. That's crazy. It like goes on for infinity too. True, there's like lots of Kakashis getting stabbed at one point. It's only been 1 single second or something even in the fake world, and Kakashi's like freaking out.
Yep.
And it made him pass out for like a whole month or something. Naruto was training.
I don't blame him.
It was funny. I don't know if I wrote this down, but I remember it now. Or when Tsunade shows up and she starts making fun of Kakashi. She's like, you got beat up by 2 runts? And you're supposed to be the best. That was great. She hit him with the sass, EliteAri. When he comes out of it, Kakashi's spirit is still intact. I think Itachi must say that and be impressed or something. Kakashi wonders why Itachi didn't just kill him. Itachi's taken some eye strain, and Kisame says that's dangerous. This is true, and this is reiterated on a little bit after, I think when they're running away from Jiraiya, where Itachi's like, this has taken a lot out of me. So Itachi's got his limits, EliteAri.
That's right.
He isn't here for Sasuke. He's here for the legacy of the 4th Hokage, Naruto. What do they mean by that, EliteAri?
Well, because the 9-tailed fox was sealed by the 4th Hokage, and he gave his life for it.
Yes. Bro. Kakashi said that.
We should talk about it, actually. It is...
Go ahead.
So, they're like hinting very strongly that this 4th Hokage is the Naruto's dad. It's like so obvious at this point that I don't know what they're saving it for. Like, when the moment comes and they finally reveal it, or it'd be cool if they never reveal it. That'd be the only case that is good. But I don't know why. Like, if they're saving it for a particular moment, it's just gonna land flat when it happens, because I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, that's his dad, obviously. And I'm going to be like...
I have no freaking comment on any such happening.
I guess we'll see.
We see a flashback where Jiraiya tells Kakashi that he'll train Naruto from now on, EliteAri. I said we would skip this, but did they say anything we didn't say here? Jiraiya says even somebody of Kakashi's remarkable ability is not enough to get him to be ready, EliteAri. Jiraiya's been keeping a close eye on Orochimaru ever since he left the village. Oh my goodness, he's not just doing research, EliteAri. He's following his best pal, Orochimaru, around. It's very sad. Knowing he'd attack one day, and then when he did attack, this Jiraiya didn't do nothing. Anyway.
Yep.
But he fought a let us not forget.
Yep.
But one day he became part of an organization called the Akatsuki, EliteAri.
That's crazy.
No one knows their purpose. Yes, there's rumors abound. But it's a roving gang of 9 like-minded shinobi. Now, EliteAri, if there's 9 and Orochimaru left, that means there's 8. That means they can show up in pairs.
I mean, they might have
for the rest of Naruto.
It's
epic. Oh, they could have replaced him.
Yep.
But pairs, EliteAri.
I don't care. Why would I care about pairs? It's probably better if it's one-on-one or
A
whatever.
pair each arc. Each month we'll talk about a pair of them. It's gonna be so fun.
It sounds like it's gonna be boring. Wait, let me guess. Who are they gonna be? We got. Actually, there are some names that I've like remembered in the past few like weeks.
Go ahead.
Actually, now I'm thinking there's probably only one. Is there anyone else? Let me think.
I can't even think of one that hasn't.
No,
been
there's one name
so
that I know.
ahead.
I don't know if it's in Akatsuki thing, but it's like a name of like an arc or whatever. So it must be a villain. No, I know of Madara, but I've heard that from the beginning. Pain is like something I've heard of, which I think is I'm assuming is a person, but I know it's like an arc name. I think so. I don't know. So that could be one of them. That's one of the 8. Okay, there we go. Easy lock in. That's it. Pain.
I've never heard of such things. In fact, no one knows their purpose, but it's a roving gang of 5 like-minded shinobi. At first, they did small cloak and dagger stuff, but they're not small timers. They are all in the bingo book S-class, EliteAri, so we ain't fucking with no fuck-arounds around here. They know Itachi is in it. They recently started splitting up into pairs. Oh, I thought I was spoiling something, but they said it here.
God.
Except for Orochimaru, who went away. Looking for powerful jutsu and other things as well. That's what they want. Oh, that's why Orochimaru left, because you remember he's looking for powerful jutsu and stuff.
Yeah, he's the only smart person in this whole world, yeah.
You don't know. What does Itachi want with the great 9-tailed fox, EliteAri? Maybe they're even smarter. But true, they want the 9-tailed fox. That's a thing that an evil organization could want, EliteAri, since it's super duper strong.
Yeah.
You were doubting how strong it was, but I think we got over that last time.
Yeah.
Naruto's destiny is to live his life watching his back. Well, that's upsetting. Jiraiya says Kakashi should focus on Sasuke while he trains and looks after the great Naruto. That's very... Kakashi says, we're cutting back, EliteAri. We're not in a flashback anymore. Kakashi says what he knows to Itachi and Kisame, and they aren't happy with how much he knows, thanks to the great Jiraiya, EliteAri. That was upsetting to them. Itachi wants to take Kakashi with them. Oh, he wanted to kidnap him. But then, EliteAri, the great Mike Guy showed up and said, enough with this nonsense.
This was an awesome bit. It was my most hype part of this fight. I'm like, oh my god, that's Guy Sensei. It was great.
And he knows how to fight the whole mood of the fight. EliteAri.
Yeah, exactly. It's like super cool.
He knows that he's got to look at the ground, and he can beat Kakashi any day of the week, so he can beat shitty Itachi for sure. It's time to open some of them gates. He's been training to fight Kakashi all his life, and he knows how to fight the Sharingan. Mighty, stupid-looking guy. Oh, Kisame says that, EliteAri. That was a good one.
Okay.
Mighty, stupid-looking guy. That's like his name.
Okay, I was watching in Japanese at this point, but maybe true.
No, they definitely did a pun there too. Itachi warns Kisame not to underestimate Guy, because Guy's the coolest, EliteAri. Itachi knows it. Kakashi collapses and sinks into the water. That was true, EliteAri. It's so cool when they're standing in the water with chakra control, but then they slowly sink in because they're losing power. That's a cool little Narutoism. Guy wants to fight with Asuma, but Itachi tells Kisame they're pulling out. They don't want a full-scale battle, and they ran away, EliteAri. Could the 2 of them beaten the 4 of those guys? Well, Kakashi was kind of already done.
Yes.
So. Whoa, EliteAri, that's crazy talk.
Itachi could on his own. I don't know if he's like being bound down by like Kisame, but yeah.
Do you think Itachi could beat all 8 gates?
Is that like the maximum before death or whatever? Yeah, probably not.
That's the death one.
No.
Oh. So Guy could win.
Yeah.
But he'd have to die.
Yeah, but he's going to do that later.
And we don't want that.
About that.
I don't know about that, EliteAri. Naruto's got a very...
Oh my god, alright.
Oh. Well, that I might cry if that happens. Oh, he's going to kill himself if Lee dies.
Yeah,
is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
That was epic. True. We're not up to that, though, EliteAri. Shut your freaking mouth. Naruto's got a very big traveling bag. That was funny, EliteAri. That got a whole note onto itself.
Okay.
And then Jiraiya said, what are you packing for, kid? We're not going to the circus or something. It was very funny, EliteAri. We love the comedy in the great Naruto. Jiraiya tells Naruto the 4th Hokage was once his disciple, and Naruto looks disturbingly like him.
I wonder why. I wonder what that means.
And that's the only reason he's taken him on as a student. Well, that's not very nice. And that's also not true. Naruto thinking he's a genius is funny. True, Naruto thought he was a genius or something, just like the 4th Hokage, but then Jiraiya said, you're a dummy. And then I have written down dog poop in all capital letters, but I don't remember this gag. Which one of them?
I think Naruto, I think.
Now that is funny. Sakura's first appearance, delivering food to Ino and Sakura and Sasuke and Naruto. And I think her mother's voice made another appearance.
That's right. She was there.
Pretty cool. Flashback to Sakura overhearing Naruto asking Kakashi to teach him Chidori, which is kind of cool. Sakura, he's going to learn his own move. Okay. Sakura tries to thank Sasuke for saving her from the sand, which she just calls it the sand, so that's kind of ominous and cool. But he admits that it was Naruto that saved her. She denies it initially, but then she starts to believe it. And she's looking over at Naruto and he's like dancing.
Believe it.
Believe it. I don't think he said believe it one time. This group EliteAri, I think it's done.
Yep.
Anyway, Sasuke is brooding about not being as strong as Naruto, and he couldn't do anything against Gaara. That's upsetting. Kisame and Itachi do some power scaling, where Kisame says he doesn't think they could go toe-to-toe with Jiraiya, and Itachi says if he and Jiraiya fought, they'd both die. Thoughts, EliteAri?
Yeah, this was my only other power scaling note, which is like...
This is a famous bit of Naruto
very silly.
power scaling.
Yeah, it's very dumb. I feel like Naruto power scaling in general feels like a pointless kind of effort, but like you have...
It's the funnest thing in the world.
No, it just is it feels weirdly inconsistent.
There's whole million subscriber YouTube channels dedicated to this. So shout out the great Swag Kage. I've watched all his videos.
All right, you can explain it to me then. So we have Itachi and Kisame, and they agree, seemingly, that if they fight Jiraiya, then things would not turn out well. Okay? Seemingly. And then later on, they fight Jiraiya, and things turn out very well for them. Jiraiya
they ran away.
Which is fine. That's like a perfect outcome. They made it sound like it was going to be much worse than that. Like,
no!
I don't know. Jiraiya, basically, he couldn't stop Sasuke being choked. He said, like, no one could get out of this toad's stomach, and then they do, and then Guy kicks him in the face, and Jiraiya's just getting kicked in the face or whatever. I'm like, this is just, I don't know.
Well, that was a gag. That's different. The guy.
Oh, so it's okay if it's a gag. You know, the power scaling doesn't count.
Oh, of course it's okay. Naruto one time went into a minefield by a dog, and
the only reason that I would accept this thing as a gag if it's not in the manga. If this kick is in the manga, then it's definitely part of the canon.
It was absolutely in the manga. We love the great Guy. He's super strong. He could beat up Jiraiya any day of the week. Now,
that's the way it comes across. Yes, it's very dumb.
The first part. What did you say? The first part.
You have Jiraiya fighting. Kisame
running away doesn't count, EliteAri. You're an idiot.
No, I think you're the idiot for thinking that runaway doesn't count. It definitely counts. What do you mean? They made it sound so scary that everyone could confront him, and then they confronted him. And I was like, oh, I guess that's it.
Because they were talking about whether or not they could beat up Jiraiya and take Naruto, but they couldn't do that without them all dying.
Yeah, so then they had another plan, which is that, we'll make it so we don't have to interact with him. And then he showed up anyway. Then there was nothing. They still fought Sasuke.
They ran away.
Well, they started fighting Sasuke, and he didn't do anything about it whatsoever.
Well, Jiraiya even says afterwards, he's like, well, I wanted to let Sasuke fight his own battle or something. So the narrative is covered for itself, EliteAri.
Yeah. I guess it's just bad then. It's not good bad power scaling. But it also is bad power scaling.
I mean, more than just being famous, this is an infamous bit of power scaling because it is a thing a character stated. And I'm not going to say in which direction, but you are correct, EliteAri. It is certainly not true. But, EliteAri, we'll talk about things in 100, well, not even 100 episodes, EliteAri.
In 5 episodes from now, when we have the great rematch.
Oh. But Jiraiya will only be at like 75% by then, so it'll be okay. Where the frickin' hell was I up to, EliteAri? There's lots of words on this fucking screen. They'd both die. This is after saying Orochimaru is weaker than Itachi. So true, if you do the Naruto math, at least at this point, it seems like we're supposed to believe that Jiraiya would beat the fuck out of Orochimaru. Even if there was more of them, the result would be the same. True, Itachi also said that. He said even if there was more Akatsuki members, it would be the same. That's kind of crazy on God. Itachi says that even the strongest have their weakness. True, and then they were going to get him with a girl. So that was hilarious, EliteAri.
Yep.
Naruto and Jiraiya talk about their teachers and the bell test. Oh my goodness, Jiraiya took the bell test too, EliteAri. They both got tied to a post. Brief flashback to Jiraiya's bell test. Jiraiya literally got trapped in all the same ways Naruto did. It was literally identical, EliteAri. Could you believe it? He calls Tsunade flat-chested, just like Sakura, but now Tsunade's got giant boobs, EliteAri. And she swings the bell in front of his face. And then they get into a little fight, and Tsunade punches him while he's tied up. It was pretty funny. And she calls him a perv.
Terrible.
Thoughts,
how could she? That's just so inaccurate.
No. But true. Did you think it was funny that they got strung up in exactly the same ways, or did you just not remember it?
This feels like something I saw last time in the last arc.
We saw a brief bit of this last time.
Okay, so true.
When the third Hokage was thinking about his great relationship with the great Orochimaru, but it was definitely expanded upon here.
Cool.
And then afterwards he gets a lecture from Hiruzen on how he should be more like Orochimaru. Silly Hiruzen doesn't know nothing. He's got a transparency jutsu for research, the great Jiraiya does. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
He's perving on these girls, EliteAri. And then Hiruzen says, maybe you should teach me that one, because, he's a perv too.
Mm-hmm. It is funny, because, like...
It was funny.
No, that's not what I'm saying. It's funny that, like, Jiraiya could be such a great character, but it is the perv element is, like, so just turning me off him completely. Where I'm like, there's no way that this guy could ever... Yeah, there's no way he could ever be in, like, my S tier or anything like that because of that. It's just, like, so cringe and, like... bad comedy and all that. Like, it's all entangled.
He's in the S tier just for that, EliteAri. That's what I'm saying.
Like, his ceiling is like one day he might reach A tier, because of that. But yeah,
we love the great Master Roshi.
True.
Kakashi's in the hospital. His photo's there. True. I can't tell if we've seen this before. Oh yeah, we would have seen it in the photo thing from last time. But it's Kakashi's squad with that fourth Hokage fella and 2 others. One of them's Obito. I don't know if you knew that, but I just told you that.
I'm just kidding.
But you'd have to figure it out, EliteAri. He's sad about it, makes sense. Now, there's also a girl in the photo. Who knows what happened to that young lady, EliteAri? EliteAri had a burp. Why didn't you say something? Uh-oh, this doesn't sound good.
Wait, why does it sound good?
No, EliteAri. I thought we were down for the count, but we are just, it was just a momentary lapse. Sasuke walks in and wants to know what happened, and then the glasses Jonin guy who was around last time barges in and says, "Itachi was Itachi-ing Itachi," and then Sasuke freaks out. It was great. We love that. I do actually like it. I do like when like a character runs in and has something to say, even if Sasuke wasn't there. I like the descriptive realism there, but Sasuke starts to freak out. Now, were you excited at all for Sasuke and Itachi to have a showdown?
No, not at all. Not even a little bit. Because at this moment, I was like, "Please, Sasuke, don't join the Naruto storyline. Please, Sasuke. I don't want this right now." So I was just dreading it. That's all that happened. And also,
this is the biggest build up in the show so far.
I was also frustrated because I'm like, it's a little silly. These teachers are just gonna let Sasuke run around chasing Itachi right now. But I don't know. It is what it is.
Yeah, they could have beat him up and told him to stop, but Sasuke ran away anyway.
Yep.
He heads to Naruto's place and he runs into Sakura. True, he ran to Naruto's house to check where Naruto was. But then he runs off immediately. He doesn't even listen to the great Sakura, who I think had flowers for him. That's upsetting. He goes to and then after he went to Naruto's house, he went to Ichiraku Ramen to check if he was there.
Genius.
This Sasuke guy, what a funny guy. And is told about Jiraiya. They set out earlier today or something. Naruto and Jiraiya show up in a weird town. They're going to show up in a few weird towns, and somehow EliteAri didn't hate it. There was a sexy trap, and they both freak out. Oh, I think I mean this in the slur sense. I think there was a lady that was a boy.
I don't remember this at all.
I don't remember either. So maybe I just wanted to be transphobic a little bit, EliteAri. Sasuke arrives in town and is going door to door looking for Naruto and Jiraiya, and while Jiraiya's on a date. This was a little funny. This was like the Gaara horror episode. You remember that, EliteAri?
Yeah, I do remember that from the hospital.
Where we're cutting between two things, and he's knocking on a door, and we're like, "Oh my god, is he there?"
I think
and then he knocks on a door.
This is probably better done.
This one was better. Yeah. And then because there's a knock, he opens it. It's a guys that look like Jiraiya and Naruto, and then the door. Naruto opens the door, and fucking
the guy looks like Sasuke. Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was cool AF. Naruto at first thinks it's Sasuke. He doesn't know who Itachi is. True, but then he sees the Pokeball symbol on the Uchiha thingy, and he knows that it's Itachi. And then we get our first proper Itachi flashback that we kind of went over. Oh, I have it all written out here. Let's see if we didn't talk about any of this, EliteAri. Sasuke once helped with his Shuriken Jutsu. Itachi's even better at it than their father. This father sucks, EliteAri.
Do you want me to say something? I don't know what to say. I don't know anything about him.
True.
We see him dead.
A father should be way stronger than their son, EliteAri. Come on, what is this?
What is with these pauses? Okay, what do you want me to say?
You're supposed to say, no, it makes perfect sense for Itachi to be stronger.
I don't care. He can go either way. Maybe the dad should be stronger. Maybe the son should be stronger.
We get the finger poke on the head for the first time. Oh my goodness. I'm implying that's going to happen again. Itachi's got a dead look on his face. Oh, that's because he's evil and stuff. Sasuke says it's always the same story. Yeah, Itachi never has time to hang out with Sasuke. It's upsetting. He sees the father and mother alive for the first time. Do I mean dead?
No, they're alive.
He sees the father and mother alive for the first time. Oh, probably we. You know, EliteAri, there's a weird thing where sometimes, somehow, when I'm trying to say we, I hit the H key. But the H key's all the way over here, and the W key's all over here. But it happens a lot.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
I don't even know how my fingers do it. But anyway, we see the mother and father alive for the first time. Oh, I remember this is a joke because one time, I think last time we saw them dead on the ground and you had no memory of it. But,
yeah,
you did see it, EliteAri. The father says Itachi's always been strange. He has a hard time dropping his guard and letting people in. The mother offers to help him with the jutsu. He sees his aunt sweeping, bragging about how great Itachi is. He was 7 when he graduated the academy, 8 for when he got his Sharingan, EliteAri. He was 10 when he took the tuning exams, and he was the Anbu head at 13. This guy's so fucking sick, EliteAri. Sasuke is 7 right now and is insecure about it, my goodness. And he wouldn't graduate the academy until he was 12. What a loser.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, EliteAri caught on. His uncle gives him positive reinforcement. True, his uncle is nice to him. He says, people learn at different rates or something. Sasuke goes to class and is studying hard. He comes home late one night and Itachi is watching on top of a street pole silhouetted with the moon in the background. He sees everybody slaughtered in the streets. There's a bit of directing and animation of him running through the house. True, EliteAri, were you impressed by this?
Not that I remember, but it's possible.
True. He's very scared to open the door. True, he kind of knows what's going to be on the other side of the door, but he's like scared about it. And I thought that was a cool little moment. Well, no, his parents are going to be dead on the ground. That's what he's scared to see.
No, he's scared that he's going to go in there and the killer's going to kill him. That's what he thinks.
True, he does scream at some point that he doesn't want to die, and he's very scared. They're dead on the ground in front of Itachi. Can you believe it, EliteAri? He throws a ninja star at Sasuke and gets his cheek. Oh, no, his shoulder. That's not good, EliteAri. That's
He's
mean.
got bad aim.
Itachi's evil monologue, and he uses the Mangekyo Sharingan to show Itachi the whole slaughter, EliteAri. That's not nice.
I'm sure it'll come back one day. It'll be that knowledge that will save him one day. It'll be great.
Including their father and mother execution style. Oh my goodness. Sasuke falls down from the torment and asks, why, Itachi, why?
Oh, wait, no, never mind. Well, no, I was just thinking, like, he did do that, didn't he? He showed him through the thing, which it would tie into the theory that he just, like, teleported them away, because then it'll, like, if Sasuke's the only survivor and he has the memory of what happened, and it's, like, a fake memory, I don't know. It seems too good to be true that could ever happen. It's too interesting. I don't know. Anyway, just my theory there. Continue.
To test the limits of my ability, he says. It is of great importance, he says. The greater good, maybe?
No.
Oh. Sasuke runs off screaming about not wanting to die. Itachi says Sasuke is not even worth killing. Itachi tells him to foster his hatred if he ever wants to kill him. And then we cut back to Sasuke running in real time. That was pretty cool, a transitional EliteAri. Oh, we were just so excited to see the great Sasuke, everybody's favorite Naruto character, confront the main bad guy in his life. This is the hypest moment of the series. Kisame wants to chop a leg... Kisame, EliteAri, wants to chop off a leg just in case Naruto tries to run. That was pretty funny, EliteAri. I like that.
It's a good idea, yeah.
But then, that's not nice, EliteAri. People can't just regrow legs.
I mean, Naruto could, right? He's like got the nine-tailed fox in him or whatever.
I don't think he could, but you never know, EliteAri. But Sasuke shows up. It's been a long time, Sasuke, says Itachi, and he's not even looking at him, and he's over his shoulder. It was really cool, EliteAri. Naruto then realizes who Itachi is. There's lots of Naruto realizing what's going on in this group of episodes, and I think I like it every time. At some point, he was like, so that's Orochimaru? And you're like, there's no way this motherfucker has never seen her. But he hasn't, EliteAri. He'd never seen him before. And he didn't even know Kabuto was a bad guy.
He was in that fight. He fought him once.
Well, yeah, but he had a different face on. But he did have the same outfit on, so... Naruto, how about you recognize some outfits? But boys never recognize outfits, EliteAri.
Wow.
So you're telling me you noticed when your mother got a haircut?
Every time.
You're a liar. Kisame Kisame never even heard of a lame-ass Sasuke. Oh, true. He's like, I didn't even know you had a little brother. That's pretty funny. Naruto remembers all of Sasuke's ominous hints all at once. True. Every time Itachi had kind of been mentioned, Naruto remembered him for. Sasuke tries to attack him with a Chidori, which Itachi recognizes, which is cool. He knows Kakashi's big ability. Poor hotel I have written down. Sasuke destroyed it, EliteAri. That wasn't cool.
That's okay.
I don't know. Maybe for you. Famous GIF image I have written down.
Yep.
True, he was choking him for real. It does nothing to Itachi. True, he just fucked him up real good, EliteAri.
Mm-hmm.
Naruto starts to summon Fox Chakra, realizing he's in danger. That was pretty cool, EliteAri.
Yep.
He breaks Sasuke's arm or something, and then Naruto immediately, EliteAri, what does he go for? He tries to summon Gamabunta. It was really cool.
It's a good idea,
But
yeah.
then Kisame just stole his chakra.
Yep.
It's interesting because I keep bringing up the joke of like, why doesn't he just summon Gamabunta when he's fighting Neji or something? But I thought that was like a good joke because the show never really addressed it. But here, he went straight for it. So I was like,
Yep.
Naruto's such a smart show, you know?
Mm.
Kisame stole Naruto's chakra. True, that's what his sword does, EliteAri. It can cut you a little bit too, but its real power is sucking up some chakra.
Mm.
It's not just a boring generic sword like that silly Zabuza. Jiraiya had a toad. Oh, there's Toad in armor shows up that Jiraiya summoned. It's not one we've seen before. And he says ladies don't work on him or something. It was very funny. He did a big dramatic entrance and then Naruto undercut it with a joke. Did you think this was hilarious?
I don't remember. I think it was fine.
Yeah, the lady was unconscious over her shoulder.
Yeah, yeah, and then he was like, "This wouldn't work on me" or whatever, and I was like, "Yeah, true, it won't work on you because you're a Sanin. Good for you."
But then Naruto said, "It works on you every time, idiot," and then he like fell over because he was so embarrassed.
Yeah, that's because
So-
Naruto was a kid and he doesn't understand that it doesn't actually.
But Jiraiya also sold the joke. He fell over.
Did he?
What
do you mean he fell over?
That. Well, like he did a funny anime fall over when he was back up, like right afterwards, where he said, "Shut up, kid."
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about. Then it's undermined by a big joke. I already said that. Naruto finds out he's the legendary Sanin. True, this is another thing Naruto just found out. When Kisame says he's disappointed in Jiraiya. I don't know what he was disappointed in. There's a lot of recap, EliteAri. Yep. And then they fight. Jiraiya lets slip that Naruto is the Akatsuki's true goal in front of Naruto and Sasuke. Oh, that broke little Sasuke's heart that Itachi wasn't even here for him. Sasuke gets up and tries to attack Itachi again. Itachi tells him to go away and that he isn't interested at the moment, and then he kicks Sasuke down the hall, and Sasuke hit it, and then he hit the ground a little. He was pathetic. Sasuke refuses Naruto's help. He gets beat up again. And then, actually, this must be where the thingy is by the throat here. You don't have enough hate, Itachi says. Sasuke feels helpless and like nothing has changed. Feels like he's been wasting his time. He traps Sasuke in the Tsukiyomi and makes him relive the night over and over, breaking his mind just like Kakashi.
Good.
That's upsetting EliteAri again. You think that's good?
Yeah, because it's going to be out of the story. I was happy.
Oh, upsetting. They've got the crosses through the village headband. True. I guess I just wrote this down here in case I had forgotten it. But Kisame and Itachi both wear their headbands, but they got crosses through it, and it's like cool, EliteAri. When you do your cosplay, make sure you cross out the leaf headband, all right? So then you can be a cool Akatsuki guy. Jiraiya makes the hotel on the inside of a frog's stomach. Frog mouth trap jutsu, EliteAri. This was pretty freaking cool. Who knew a guy could do this?
Yep.
Sasuke gets swallowed by the wall. That was crazy too. There's no escape or survival, apparently, but Itachi uses some black flame that he later calls Amaterasu, EliteAri, which that means like a sun god or something.
That's correct.
In Japanese, it does. You know that from that video game Okami or whatever. After he closes his eyes and starts focusing for a second, true, he had to like power up to use that flame thing, EliteAri.
Yep.
Jiraiya chases after them fast, but sees they escape. True, he ran down the hallway really fast, and you're like, oh, man, this Jiraiya guy, super strong and stuff. Itachi can do the impossible, and they run upstream. There is no rush, and they'll get Naruto when the time is right. Itachi is sweating. He needs to rest to recharge his powers. Could you believe it, EliteAri?
Yeah, I think so, because we're like early enough in the story where it's like we got to get the next like villain after this guy who's going to be even stronger than him, who is going to like have longer before he like tires out. And then at the end, the final villain won't never get tired, and then we got to build up that way. So I believed it.
Well, EliteAri, that is what I meant by that question. But when you first started answering, I thought you were going in a different direction where I was like, were you shocked that Itachi wasn't the bad guy of this arc? Now I'm asking that question.
But he was the bad guy of the arc.
Well, I mean, if you would consider this 5-episode period an arc.
Definitely, yeah. This is definitely an arc. This is the Itachi
No,
arc.
This is all in the Search for Tsunade arc? What are you
You're talking about the
stupid?
Search for Tsunade saga, is what you're talking about.
Oh. But no, on your arc ranking videos, this will be part of the Search for Tsunade arc when you rank them.
Yep.
I don't make the rules, EliteAri. I just follow what my forefathers have done before me.
Mm-hmm.
Jiraiya warns all the tuning exam is one arc, EliteAri. Jiraiya warns even the part where Orochimaru stops it.
No, that's
actually,
the Konoha
no,
Crush.
That is a different arc. But this isn't a different arc, EliteAri. But when you rank them, do you rank those two separate? I mean, maybe if you're a loser. Anyway, we'll come to this. We'll cross this bridge in a year. Jiraiya warns Naruto not to touch the flames, EliteAri. Those are some dangerous flames.
Mm-hmm.
They were black.
Yeah, that's like the color of demonic chakra.
It's evil. Black is evil.
Right.
To burn the stone toad, true, which is the stomach they were in, must be impressive. Jiraiya seals the flame away. He has to seal it in a little roll, EliteAri. That was kind of cool.
Yep, that's true.
They retrieve Sasuke, but then Guy kicks Jiraiya. My goodness.
This is terrible. This is the moment where I'm like, why are we doing this? Like, I don't like it.
I don't know what
It's
EliteAri.
ruining my power scaling. And then after that, I was like, well, what's the point? And then we got to the fight, which I hated. And then I was like, what's really, what is the point of this power scaling stuff? I have no investment whatsoever now. But true.
We love power scaling. It's literally the number one.
I agree. I love it when it comes to like everything. Like Dragon Ball Z, I love it. But not in this.
Dragon Ball Z is not good. They just tell you who's the strongest.
And that's the coolest thing ever. Oh my god.
No, you got to figure it out.
Who's stronger, Vegeta or Gogeta?
Oh, yeah. Like we give a shit about fusion.
Yeah, we do. It's the coolest part. And a fusion in Naruto. Oh my god.
Oh. No comment. He used his headband was my last note there. What does that mean?
That's beyond me. I have no idea.
Jiraiya or Guy used their headband to block something here? We were using our headbands to block things later, but what were we talking about here? It's all in capital letters, and it's the only thing in this big note that's in capital letters, EliteAri, which means it must have been important. Oh, I remember now, EliteAri. Guy used his headband as like a mirror to see around the corner, and he saw two evil guys, but it was actually Naruto and Jiraiya, and that's why he kicked them.
Yep. Wow.
It was epic. Guy takes Sasuke to the hospital. He's got a broken arm. Poor Sasuke, EliteAri. Naruto is such a worried little boy. True, he's so worried about the great Sasuke. Naruto admits that he was scared, but they need a new game plan. True, he couldn't do anything against Itachi. This is another thing. I think we brought this up every time, but Naruto is scared a lot, which is kind of cool and not something I would have. If you'd asked me before this rewatch if Naruto was ever scared, I would have said, of course Naruto never got scared. Were you fucking stupid? But he's always scared, EliteAri. So you got to add that to his characterization when you think about him in your little head. Jiraiya says he let Sasuke fight his own battles, and you're true. We already brought this up. Guy tells them about Kakashi, and that's not good. Guy thinks of Lee and is sad. Oh, you think that's funny, EliteAri?
No, I'm just thinking of what's coming up, which I have a note on.
True. We'll get to that, I guess. They need a master healer, Guy says, and Jiraiya says that's the woman they're going to find. Yep. We see Tsunade for the first time. She's got a pink. You see her from the back walking, you idiot.
Yeah, we see her from the back. We don't know it's her. And I'm like, why are they hiding her face for so long? Oh my god.
And because she's so pretty, and a pink and a big briefcase. And I think I meant a pig. But we love the great pig.
Yeah, oh my goodness, the pig is the coolest thing ever. I love the pig. I love the pig more than Tsunade. No, the pig is the coolest thing ever, and it shows up and it's like wearing a dress. It's got a pearl necklace, and it literally does nothing. It's just there. Like it doesn't talk. It doesn't have an interaction. It just doesn't give like big reactions.
Tsunade does not have pig powers. As far as I know, Shizune doesn't have pig powers.
She never acknowledges the pig.
It doesn't seem like a ninja pig. It doesn't. Awesome. The pig doesn't talk. It's just a little piggy that they picked up. And
it is one of the best characters in Naruto. I love this pig. Every time it shows up on screen, I'm like, oh my god, it's the pig, and I write it down on my notes. I'm like, oh my god, it's the pig.
Now this pig is no Gamakichi, all right, but he's pretty cool.
This is the best. This is the best animal in Naruto so far.
Gamakichi over pig.
No, this is so good, and it is just the fact that it is associated with Tsunade is the best thing ever. And whenever she is there, the pig is there.
Shizune's pig.
No, I think it's Tsunade's pig because it's always there, so we like that. And
I think I know with about 99.9% accuracy that it's Shizune's pig.
Well, you're just wrong because Shizune is in reality looking after the pig, and it's Tsunade's pig, obviously, and she's tasked with looking after it.
She's looking after Tsunade. Didn't you watch those last few episodes?
Yeah, an extension of looking after Tsunade is looking after the pig. That's how it works.
No, the pig is her pet.
Yeah, it's the pet that she has adopted because Tsunade has like given it to her, but it is super cool. We love the pig.
What's important here, EliteAri, we shouldn't focus on what divides us. We should focus on what brings us together as a country, and it's that we love the great pig.
Yep, the pig's the best thing ever. Awesome.
I have seen people make fun of this pig and say it was useless and it shouldn't have been in the story, and my goodness, will we beat them up.
We're not going to beat them up. We're just going to say, oh, you're just bad at stories.
Oink! and then punched
Yeah.
him, like that South Park bit. No, that was a Family Guy bit. Anyway, there was a big muscly pig. It punched Brian Griffin. Mm-hmm. And then they said, "You don't mean..." Shizune would say that all the time. I like Shizune, EliteAri. We haven't given Shizune thoughts, but she makes a funny noise when she's like shocked, and she does this thing with her hand. You're watching this thing I'm doing with my hand right now, and she goes, "Ah!" or something. She makes a funny noise.
I have no idea what to say. I don't remember this.
You don't like Shizune?
No, she's perfectly fine. I don't have any strong hate or dislike or like or love or anything like that. She's fine.
Well, I'm telling you, we like Shizune.
All right.
She spits needles out sometimes.
Yeah, she beat Kabuto almost, which is a weird power scaling thing with like her losing a Tsunade.
Kabuto did beat the shit out of her, though.
Yeah, but that was when she could have taken him out in that first interaction, okay?
True,
Easily.
they went head to head.
Yep.
But yes, she was distracted or something. The queen of slugs and elixirs, the gambling fool and the mistress of the healing arts. True, and gambling is written on a quote, or on a coat, EliteAri. Did you notice that?
Nope.
Yep, it translated it for me. It says gamble on it, so that's pretty cool. You don't like gambling?
I don't know. Gambling's fine.
Oh, I love gambling, and I love Tsunade. And true, we still didn't see her face, I don't think, at the end of this episode here, but it was pretty epic.
Yep.
And they were building her up, and it was really cool. Guy offers Naruto an outfit. It will make him stronger. And then I remembered Naruto saying this outfit sucks, but Naruto actually wanted to wear the outfit, and Jiraiya didn't like the outfit, EliteAri, so it was pretty funny.
Yeah, what was really funny in this scene is that I misinterpreted it. Which I feel like is the most, like, there's a clear interpretation that I feel like all the reactors probably would have had the same reaction as me, but maybe not. But he's like, because Guy goes up to Naruto and he's like, "I'm gonna give you something, Naruto. This made Lee strong." And he reaches into his pocket and he like gets his hand out, and I thought it was doing a thumbs up. And I'm like, oh, the joke is that he's like giving him a thumbs up. But no, he gave him the uniform.
I thought you were going to say he was going to give him the weights or something, but no, it's just the out.
It was going to be a cool thumbs up, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. But no, it was just a lame outfit, but yeah.
It's a cool outfit that Guy wears.
Yep.
Actually, I hate it. Why am I defending it now just to contradict you? I hate Rock Lee.
Wow.
Naruto actually loves it, but Jiraiya disallows it. My goodness. And that's the end of my Itachi section of the notes, and then we'll move into the search for Tsunade, EliteAri.
Wonderful.
We're searching for Tsunade, EliteAri. Now, I was wondering, as I was pissing just now, do you have anything overall to say about this little training period you love so much, apparently, that you didn't already say?
What training period? The Itachi bit or the... What do you
No, in this great searching for Tsunade bit.
So in my notes, I have a slice of life training stuff, then I have a Tsunade stuff. So in my slice of life training stuff, I wrote down one of the funniest jokes ever, which might have been me misinterpreting what happened, but I thought it was very funny. But it's
let me think. Don't
you're not gonna be. You can't guess it. There's no way you're gonna guess it.
Oh,
you can try.
One time he beat up this mob guy.
No, definitely wrong. Oh. But it's when Naruto buys a fried squid, and then he asks for an adult-sized one, and then the merchant assumes he must be buying it for someone else, so then he gives him a kid-sized one for free, and then Naruto says he's a good man or whatever, and he says, "Wow, you noticed I'm a good man," and then he gave him the adult one half price, and it was great.
That was kind of cool. That was funny.
Yep.
Did you know, EliteAri, in the manga, at one of these shops where the masks and stuff were, there was a Chaozu mask?
Wow, I wonder if that's like, there's some deeper meaning in Japanese culture about what that mask is. I have no idea, but okay.
We love Dragon Ball Z. That's the message.
Yep. And then my other overall note here is to say, Naruto learning to do the Rasengan, cool. And that was it.
Okay, well, those are things that you could admire about this if it wasn't so slow. EliteAri, if I was to tell you there was a character called Son Goku in Naruto, would you believe me?
Depends how son is spelled.
S-O-N.
Oh, no, I wouldn't believe you, no.
Oh, well, we'll be back for that next time. Anyway, EliteAri. Jiraiya gives some exposition on the fox. Naruto asks what it really is. Jiraiya says he doesn't know exactly what the Akatsuki want with it. Then they might bend it to their will. That's scary, EliteAri. We shouldn't let that happen, right?
I mean, then Tsunade can use the Hokage technique and seal up the thing that the fourth Hokage taught her secretly, and it's going to be great, and they don't have to worry about it.
The Reaper Death Seal, the fourth Hokage's only jutsu? Yep. Tsunade left long before the fourth Hokage was the fourth Hokage.
Yeah, but they secretly were going to have a recontextualized flashback where they actually knew each other momentarily.
Possibly. Yeah. But she was kind of freaked out. She didn't really like the village that much. Maybe that's because the fourth Hokage was a bad guy, and she did start liking it again, but then he punched her and made her bleed. Anything's possible. Naruto doesn't think Tsunade can be this ridiculously beautiful if she's ancient like the pervy sage. Good point, EliteAri. Were you doing the math?
This wasn't a thing I was even thinking about.
Did you know she's in her 50s?
I did, and then my one question I have is, oh my god, are we ever gonna see her old? Because we haven't seen it yet, I don't think. And then
you want to kill my boner, EliteAri? What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm just curious what she looks like. What's her actual like appearance?
We saw her de-age for like 1 second, but it was just a hand, EliteAri.
I don't remember that.
Or re-age. What would you call that when you're getting older?
Aging.
Whoa. There's not even a D in front of it.
Yep.
Anyway, turns out she's actually terrible at gambling, EliteAri. Could you believe it? Just like Faye Valentine.
She's not terrible, is she? Did they say that? I don't remember that.
Yeah, she loses every time. She's the legendary super sucker.
Oh, they had some other name they called her. I didn't write it down.
Japanese?
Yeah, so I didn't hear Tsunade's voice in English actually until like a little bit into it. So I got used to her voice a little bit. Like I was like, oh, this is what she sounds like, and then I swapped to English. And I'm like, oh, it's like a very different voice. But yeah, I guess it was in Japanese. They had another name for it though. They called her sitting something or something. I don't know.
It was literally the legendary sucker, EliteAri, and when the normies heard this, they died laughing, bro, because that means sucking dick.
Yep.
It was pretty funny. But that's also when we get the face reveal, and she's a very pretty young lady.
I'm trying to find what they called it. The legendary sitting duck. That's what they called her.
So this is a dub thing. So you're telling me these dub guys thought this was appropriate for a kids show?
Maybe, I don't know.
Sitting duck. Usually it's the sub that has all the cool swear words.
Yep.
Unbelievable. Face reveal. She uses a jutsu to make her appearance young. All the girls I better do in this, EliteAri.
True. Thank you, Shikamaru. True. Amen.
True. That was a fantastic Shikamaru monologue. I should have wrote, if I had more time, I would have written it down line by line. They're 50. My goodness. She's avoiding moneylenders. True. She's not paying her debts, EliteAri. That's not nice.
She's paying some of them.
Well, yeah, in that filler episode, I think. Epic. We'll get to that. Well, wait, no, I know exactly when we'll get to that, because I don't have anything written down for that, but we'll get to it. Naruto's frog wallet. Naruto's got a fat frog wallet, EliteAri. It's so cute.
Yep.
But then Jiraiya stole it all.
No, not all of it.
Yes, all of it.
No.
What didn't he steal?
He just took some of it, didn't he? Am I crazy?
He took the whole thing. Naruto
Wait, he took it, but he
up
didn't spend it all, did he? Oh, is it completely empty?
Yeah, he spent it all.
I don't remember that.
It was funny.
Oh.
It was cute and funny. And then he says there's 3 prohibitions, EliteAri: money, women, and booze. And shinobi should not do them.
Mm-hmm.
What if a shinobi's a girl? Well, I guess then she's a kunoichi.
It's impossible. What are you talking about? In this world?
There's a different name for that. In this world, is the majesty of mankind transcendentally incident?
Is it like the hand of God hovering above?
Oh my goodness. I thought the pause meant EliteAri didn't get it.
I didn't know what you wanted.
Just thinking.
True.
You're supposed to laugh, EliteAri. Laugh.
That was a good one. No, you sound like Void for a second. That was crazy.
There's a Sand Ninja versus an Onbu puppet show. This was interesting. It was like from the war that just happened, and there was a puppet show, and it was a Sand versus an Onbu guy. That was funny. Naruto plays games and eats a lot of food. No ninjutsu allowed in the carnival games, EliteAri.
Yeah.
They beat up a mob boss too. Used to be a tuning in the Stone Village, this guy said. He was the legendary Dark Ninja feared across the land, and then Jiraiya one-shotted. Could you believe it?
I could believe it, yeah. No, actually, I couldn't believe that he destroyed that guy's stand or whatever. It was crazy. And the building.
True, but then he paid him back.
Yeah. Well, that's a lot of work.
With that other guy's money.
He's going to have to spend to fix that. But yeah.
The guy then recognizes Jiraiya, and he buys a bunch of balloons. Oh, yeah, he bought the balloons from that stand, EliteAri. That's nice.
Yep.
Naruto's gonna pop the balloons with chakra rotation. It's the next step of the tree climbing and the water walking.
Yep.
Naruto's a right winger.
No, his energy is right spiraled or something. I don't remember what they said.
That must have been my joke. I see. Yeah. I'm very smart. It's based on hair growth, EliteAri.
Yeah, well, it's about the direction your hair spins or whatever, yeah.
It's the 4th Hokage's jutsu, and it took him 3 years to learn.
Yep.
And then Naruto learned it so quick. Naruto's like the favorite. He didn't earn any of it.
Yeah, it was like it came easy to him.
Plot armor.
His childhood was so easy.
It's true. It's the second hardest type of jutsu to learn, a master rank ninjutsu. I wonder what the hardest is, EliteAri.
A death
Naruto
rank.
figures... Whoa. Don't be killing people, EliteAri. That's not nice. Naruto figures out the water balloon by watching a cat. True, the cat was moving, and that's how he got it.
Yep.
Oh, you think that's funny, EliteAri? You don't think that's a epic
It was good,
moment?
yeah. I like it.
Smooth, not bumpy, you got to do. Now it's a rubber ball, EliteAri. Now that's crazy.
Yep.
Naruto sees a father and son sharing a popsicle. Aww. He asks Pervy Sage to stay around with him, but he doesn't. How sad. By the moon and Jiraiya's calendar, it seems like a month has passed. Aww.
Yep.
Naruto's wrist hurt. Aww. Naruto gets one to burst a little bit, and Jiraiya gives him a popsicle.
Yep.
Did you think, man, Naruto sure was a lone kid? I feel so bad for him.
Not really, but it was fine.
Oh.
Like, I liked it. This was good stuff. I didn't have an issue with it.
Now, did you have anything to say about Chainsaw Man?
I don't even remember. What was Chainsaw Man?
Remember, Denji was sad and he was crying and he had a popsicle one time.
This is not what you're talking about, is it?
Oh, you know.
I hope not, because that's the dumbest comparison I've heard in my life. Oh
Jiraiya draws a little Sharingan comma on Naruto's hand.
He drew something on him.
Yeah, it looks like the things that are in the Sharingan's eye. But it was to help him
maybe.
focus, EliteAri, focus. Oh my god, Sakura checking in on Sasuke in the hospital. Orochimaru killed his doctor. He did do that.
Sakura's on like a ever-evolving door of hospital visits. It's crazy. That's all she does these days. It's a shame.
She may as well be a nurse. What the hell?
True.
And that would suit her better than being a ninja.
That's not true. She's the best ninja. Remember when she was the only one except for Shikamaru who didn't pass out last time? It was great.
Pass out.
Yeah, when they did all this stuff and they knocked
I remember EliteAri. Don't tell me anything about Naruto.
Yeah.
His arms are constantly burning, this Orochimaru. Kabuto has found Tsunade for Orochimaru. There's a piece of paper with a mark, and it's all about focus. Oh, we've cut away now. Okay. All the Sannin descending on one place, and then Orochimaru says, "Curse you, Sarutobi." And I was like, that's our boy, Sarutobi Sensei. We love that freaking guy. Tsunade wins a jackpot and knows something is wrong. True, she won EliteAri, and that's how she knew something was up here. Kabuto is a medical guy and a foil for Tsunade. Can you believe it?
Yeah, what a silly thing.
It was her idea to have a medical ninja on each squad. We're not actually up to her flashbacks yet, EliteAri. We'll get into that in a second. Oh my god, canon flashback of Naruto running around with Kiba and Choji and all the actual kids in his class. Now, do you remember this at all, EliteAri? You got a flashback for a bit.
I feel like they were inside a classroom, no? Was it outside?
They were. And then they ran outside.
And they were like, it was about focusing or whatever, yeah.
Yes, and then Shikamaru was sleeping and Hinata was watching. It was funny. It's like where they were all in class together. Iruka talks about concentration of the leaf, and he puts like a leaf on all their foreheads and says, that's where the hidden leaf symbol comes from or something. He thinks they should have paid more attention back then. Oh, Naruto's grown so much, he says, I should have paid attention in school. This is important because I don't know if I ever sent you this comment, but one time Heath said, if EliteAri skips all the filler, he's going to skip all the funny things that completely retcon Naruto's backstory because he was hanging out with Shikamaru and Kiba all the time back in the day, and he actually did have friends. And I said, that's not until Shippuden, and that's in filler, so we don't have to tell EliteAri about this. And it was in a canon episode, EliteAri.
It's canon, yeah.
So Heath's freaking out right now. He didn't remember this. And also, I guess Naruto wasn't alone as a kid.
You're going to have to remind me. I don't even remember at this point because it's so ridiculous to me. What are we meant to believe about his backstory? Like that he didn't have friends?
He never, no
or is it
one
a family
ever
thing?
talked to him. They spit on him in the street.
No, but is it because he didn't have a family growing up, or is it because he didn't have friends growing up, or like what?
Because all the adults probably know that he's a nine-tailed fox.
Okay, well, all right.
But also, one time Hiruzen said nobody knew that.
Yeah, all right.
So I don't frickin' know. They say a funny word here. They said lollygagging around, and I had never heard that word in my life.
That's like a word.
Not once have I ever heard that word.
Wow.
So I had to Google that it was a word, and then I wrote it down.
All right.
Naruto pops the ball, and then the castle blows up, and it was Orochimaru and a snake.
No one cares that this castle got blown up. It was crazy. They're just going around their day.
Five dudes ran away and said, "Oh my god, there's a monster!" But true, nobody else they don't have ninjas there or something. Well, this is probably in the Land of Fire, so I don't know. Yep. There's one final stage to Naruto's training, and it's just an air balloon, EliteAri. This is less hard than the last one, but actually it's more hard, so that's crazy. He's not supposed to pop this one. Tsunade doesn't want to help Orochimaru. She hasn't treated anyone in years. She hasn't heard what happened, but Orochimaru says that he killed the third Hokage. She's a little upset about it, but then she pretends not to be. The two most dear to her marched off to their early deaths, EliteAri. We're not up to it yet, EliteAri. Calm down. Orochimaru's so mean for somebody asking for a favor. True. The exposition in the scene and the reiteration from Kabuto is absolutely terrible. That's what I was talking about at the beginning, EliteAri.
I had no issue with this.
Yeah, probably because you're watching the sub or something. Shizune and Kabuto throw
I might have been
down.
watching the dub at this point. I don't remember, actually. It swapped at some point.
Well,
yeah.
I tried to give you an excuse, but turns out you're just stupid then. Nope. She got firing needles with poison. True, she did it on she has like a contraption on her arm, EliteAri.
Show my skilled Kabuto.
She's also fast, and she uses a scalpel, EliteAri. Those things are like sharp. But Tsunade tells her to chill the frickin' hell out. Kabuto's got his cool Kabuto knife. True, he has a different kind of shuriken.
There's nothing cool about him.
It's super cool. He used it to kill Sasuke that one time, and he beat the fuck out of Kakashi. And Kabuto's the coolest. Everybody in chat, I want to see your favorite thing about Kabuto.
They can try.
I'm going to send him to you, EliteAri.
Yeah, but
I love his glasses.
I love the way he looks. I love the way he beats up my strong characters. That's it. What else is there to him? I like the way he collects those little trading cards. It's like super cute.
I don't know. You're being Miller the Killer right now. You're saying, so you just like him because he's cool? Of course.
If it was cool, then that'd be sick. I'd love him if it was cool. It's just not cool. That's the one thing I said at the beginning. I said, if they make him cool, I'll like him. If they give him a cool design or something, I'd like him. But they didn't. He's just lame. Maybe
How
one day.
How can you improve on such a perfect design?
True. Good point. Well, Naruto is weird because it has like, I don't know, like Naruto has a cool design. Like I like his yellow hair and stuff. But like then you have like the fight with Orochimaru and the third Hokage, and the third Hokage is wearing this ugliest like weird like goofy outfit.
No, that was cool. That's old Japanese.
And then you get the flashback with Orochimaru, and Orochimaru is also wearing like a weird goofy silly outfit. And it's like, what is the author just bad at designing like casual wear or something? Like I don't know.
You're just a racist, EliteAri.
What, are these like traditional Japanese outfits or something?
Yeah, everything in Naruto is traditional Japanese, duh.
Oh, I guess traditional Japanese outfits are ugly then. And I don't blame the author.
I would never say such a thing.
Okay, true.
Itachi looks pretty cool though.
No, but actually in reality though, it's just the it is
Kabuto looks very plain, EliteAri, if we can be honest for a second.
The extension I'm trying to make is that the third Hokage also looks very plain when he's fighting Orochimaru, but Orochimaru looks super cool.
He's got a cool helmet.
Do you actually believe that?
Yes, that one's cool.
That is really interesting to me because he looks like a background character the way that he's like dressed in that fight.
It kind of looks like a dorky old man outfit, but it's cool.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing to me where I don't get it. Where I feel like it must be. Well, I don't know. It's weird to me, and it is the similar thing where you see Orochimaru in the flashback in those episodes.
I mean, the normal Hokage outfit is cooler.
I remember firstly, yes, but also the other two Hokage we see fighting in that set of episodes, they look sick.
Oh, they're cooler. They're cooler.
And then you got the third Hokage looking all goofy and normal and just like a casual guy.
Do you think it's because it's all black?
Maybe, I don't know. All it is like I find it weird that I just don't get how you think it looks cool.
It's freaking cool.
Yeah, maybe everyone thinks it's cool. I definitely don't. And how does this tie into anything? Oh, to Kabuto. He's lame. True.
Kabuto and how cool he was. I was just winding you up. Kabuto is a little plain looking, but he's got glasses.
The glasses are the one thing that makes him unique, but it is also glasses are lame, so we don't like him.
His glasses also cracked at some point, and I couldn't remember why.
Maybe when the Sharingan, the Rasengan attacked him.
No, I think it was before that. Oh, well, actually, I think it was when he was standing up after the Rasengan got him, but who cares? She's having none of this Orochimaru nonsense. What the fuck does that mean? I skipped a bunch, I think.
The guy, what's her name? Not the guy, the girl, Shizune.
Oh, Shizune, true. Wait, where the fuck are we up to? Tsunade, no. Kabuto's cool knife, EliteAri. Tsunade's happy at Orochimaru's twistedness. She's smiling. True, he said something really creepy and she started smiling because she's a little fucked up too. Then she breaks the wall behind her because she's super strong. Tsunade's got super strength, EliteAri.
Well, Jiraiya said that she has the strongest combat ability out of everyone in the whole world, basically.
Yeah, if she punches you, you're freaking dead.
Yep. Except for that time she punched Orochimaru a million times when he was already weakened.
She was weak at the end.
And he didn't have his arms, and well, you're true, maybe.
All right, if she punches you, that's at least a little bit of your health bar.
Yeah, it'd be like if Naruto punched you. It's like a similar kind of.
No, it'd be if like Naruto slammed you or something.
Right, maybe.
She must be single, no doubt, Orochimaru said. You know, we got to judge these women for not being married, EliteAri.
Right.
But don't worry, Sakura will be marrying Sasuke, EliteAri. Can all be excited about that. Jiraiya says she's impatient and extremely quick to anger. She's having none of this Orochimaru nonsense. I think this is where we were talking about Shizune. Orochimaru says that he's going to bring her beloved back to life.
Oh my god! And I had a realization when he said this. Is like, I think he said he's gonna I'm gonna bring your two beloveds back to life or something. I was like, two beloveds? What is it? And then I was like, oh my god.
Oh.
Tsunade is Naruto's mother. This is crazy because the fourth Hokage died, and then maybe she doesn't realize that Naruto is her like sons. Maybe she thought the son died, and I'm like, oh my god, Tsunade.
All this speculation about Naruto's father, EliteAri. What about Naruto's mother?
Oh, it has to be Tsunade. But then I realized it's not her because she actually had her own backstory. But
she's single for life because her boyfriend frickin' died.
True. The real answer is that there's going to be no Naruto's mother because, you know, it's just this story, you know, it has the Shikamaru perspective on women, I'm sure, and it's just not going to be a thing. They're not going to care about it.
No.
This whole, I don't know, I get the vibe that, like, women are just not a focus of this. This was before women became a thing. All your favorite
characters are ladies, EliteAri. How's
that
possible?
I don't know how it's possible, but it is, so I guess we'll continue and see. But I have no faith that Naruto's mother will be a big character.
Oh. Well, shout out to Naruto's mother. We love her. Now... Oh, I had another funny joke in there somewhere earlier. It had to do with something about Oh, I thought you were going to say Tsunade had two boyfriends. That's epic. They were threesoming and stuff, like the movie Blonde. But no, that's not where EliteAri was going.
That would be ridiculous. There's no way.
That might have been where Orochimaru was going with it. I don't know. Orochimaru says he gets his arms back. He's finna destroy the Leaf Village. And Tsunade has to sort of think about this. Now, I thought all this was really silly, and it's not really from a Tsunade character perspective, but it's like, not only is she obviously not going to do this, but also they had to add an even more obvious she's not going to do it by being like, and she's going to kill Jiraiya and Naruto to do it. And it's like, oh.
What? I don't remember. When did that come off? I don't remember that.
She needs two, what do you call it? Two sacrifices?
It could just be two random people.
Straight to Naruto and Jiraiya, and then she drugs Jiraiya, and it's like,
that didn't even cross my mind.
I don't even, not even when I was 1 year, I got off this silly nonsense. But anyway, when we get into the flashback, we'll talk about all this stuff and her dealings. Naruto wins the lotto.
I doubt that. I don't know what that means.
He did. He won the lotto, and his froggy was all full again. And he had a line that I wrote down. He said, "You're cuter when you're chubby, froggy." And that was very cute, EliteAri.
Wow.
These guys are running from a snake. True.
Wait, he didn't win he won the scratching thing, didn't he?
Well, they called it the lotto in the dub by the word.
Okay.
Maybe in the dub they had to cut a scene where he scratched a thingy because they didn't want to promote gambling, and so they just called it the lotto. But there's a lot of gambling.
You didn't see the scratching thing?
I don't remember him scratching nothing.
Oh. I feel like I remember that, but maybe not. Maybe I just made that up too. Who knows?
Well, I believe me over you, EliteAri, so...
I believe what I see.
Shizune is Dan's niece. I didn't remember that, but true.
Dan?
That was crazy. But that's her boyfriend.
Oh yeah, it is a boyfriend. That's right. Sorry.
It's a great name, Dan.
Yeah, I was just thinking, because I remember writing that down when I was writing the flashback notes. I thought, this is a weird name for Naruto, but true.
He's got the same white hair as Kabuto. They must be related.
Yep.
She yells, "Shut up, Shizune," and I remembered that. That was like a line deep in my brain, deep in my subconscious, or exactly how she delivered it. So that's important. They need 2 human sacrifices. Shizune thinks together they could kill Kabuto and Orochimaru right now. But Orochimaru bleeds and shows Tsunade that Tsunade is afraid of blood. Epic, bro, epic.
So in reality, the plan was to use what he did with the 2 Hokages, right? Where he was gonna bring him back like that, where it's like he'd probably bring him back, and then then he'd probably control them to like attack or something, and it was probably a big deception.
I mean, that part is kind of interesting. Like, it's probably too much of a price to pay of like arming a terrorist again or whatever, but it's like, what would you give up even if you like just got to see your dead relative for like 5 minutes or something, and you'd be like, oh, maybe I would contemplate that a little bit. But
Well,
there was a
that's
bunch
the
of
thing. We
extraneous
don't.
circumstances.
At least in this point in the story, we haven't seen much beyond like Orochimaru was able to bring back these two people truly themselves, at least the way it seemed. Like they had their personalities,
and stuff.
And the only drawback was besides the two sacrifices, which could be anyone. Like it didn't have to be like someone important, or it could be like some old person who's like on the verge of death and is willing to die, right? And then if like the only drawback is that Orochimaru can control them if he so chooses to. So it's like, oh, it's not inherently like an evil ability. Like that, you could easily have this thing like to bring back like even Sasuke's like parents or something, right? Like it could be if someone learns this, yeah,
that's true. But I think in the story we're supposed to think like defiling the dead is very evil.
Oh, yeah, it's probably true.
That's not good, EliteAri. You don't want to be grave robbing. That's right. Not good. But true.
Yep.
Jiraiya and Tsunade finally meet up and they go to a restaurant. That was a cool scene, EliteAri. They just walk in there and they meet.
Oh my god! And they were like they're having a conversation over the table, and Naruto's reacting to things, and Shizune is reacting to things. It was great. I loved it. And Tsunade is just being like rude about Naruto, and I'm like, hell yeah, this is great. I love her.
She's so awesome. Mean to these little boys. Even Konohamaru later, she says, "Who the fuck is this little shit?"
I guess I haven't really talked about what I like about Tsunade, but it is like the personality is great. Like she's very like headstrong and brash and stuff like that.
And mean.
And well, yeah, she's also not very like honorable or like trying to be like an ideal ninja or anything like that, which is great.
She was being lazy later. She didn't want to work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's all stuff like this where I'm like, this is great. And then obviously she's cool. Like she's a good fighter and all that. Like she's strong or whatever. And then like she has none of the like cringe like the sex jokes or the bad comedy. She has none of that, which is.
But she's got giant binoculars.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Well, that's just fodder for other people's sex jokes. Now, you are recommending comparing that to Jiraiya. Now, I've said this before, EliteAri, but I don't think I've said it to you directly, and I was being funny sometimes in this review, but I like Tsunade a lot too, EliteAri, so,
wonderful.
Oh my goodness, we're just so connected.
Excellent.
But it's true. Is she my favorite Sannin, EliteAri? What a great question. Now, the answer
Orochimaru is pretty cool, but...
No, Orochimaru is definitely the worst one. We love Jiraiya.
I mean, Jiraiya's cool too. I do like him. He's very.
You don't know what makes Jiraiya cool, kid.
I do. He's cool. That's why he's cool because he's cool.
We'll see about that. You said he might break A tier one time. We'll see if that's ever true.
Yep.
Their sudden reunion is very cute. Naruto notices that she's sexy as hell. 2 Sannin in 1 day, Shizune says. That was pretty funny. I think actually she said that internally. Jiraiya's student is way younger, but then you realize that's what I already did this point. She's not telling Jiraiya what happened with Orochimaru, really, which is upsetting. There's card animation. True, they shuffled the deck and you could see every card.
That's just the detail I've come to expect from the great Naruto.
Me too, EliteAri, me too. Jiraiya announces that she's the 5th Hokage to everybody's surprise. It was like Naruto freaking out, Shizune freaking out, and then oink! And it's pretty funny, EliteAri. I love the oinking.
What a great character.
Naruto didn't even know Orochimaru killed Hiruzen, which was crazy, but I guess they just didn't tell everybody. And wants to know who the... Well, maybe they told everybody Naruto wasn't listening. I'd believe that too.
It's because he's so isolated.
It's because he's a hyperactive knucklehead ninja. He wants to know who the hell Orochimaru is. This guy's a fucking idiot, this is Naruto. Who's this brat you got with you? True, Tsunade's epic. And then, Jiraiya makes sure to say Naruto Uzumaki, and then Tsunade seems to recognize something about that, EliteAri, so, that doesn't mean nothing. Tsunade recognizes him, my next note.
It's like, I think it was like, that's the kid with the 9-tailed fox, that's what I assumed it was.
But only as the 9-tails, EliteAri, if you wouldn't so rudely interrupt.
You made it sound like you had a note coming up in like 10 hours from now. No, true.
Oh. Naruto wants to know why Jiraiya hasn't caught Orochimaru yet. Good question. And why this lady is going to be the Hokage. And then Jiraiya gets mad. Oh yeah, he got serious mad at Naruto. He said, Naruto, sit down and shut up.
Yep.
And that was pretty cool. There's no one who contributed more to the Leaf's victory in the Great Ninja War. It was the first one. Oh yeah, that's me adding a little notation here, EliteAri. Obviously, there's been 2 Great Ninja Wars, and this is the first one. Tsunade was in the first one, not to be confused with the third one, which incorporated Hinata and Neji's fathers. That was the second one.
Okay.
You remember?
No.
Remember they tried to
I don't know what
kidnap
you're talking
Hinata,
about.
and
No, I know that, but wait, what are the orders? There was a war, a big war between everyone, and then what?
Last time they mentioned the Second Great Ninja War, which was that one, and
What was
this
the
one
first
that
one?
the Tsunade one is the first one.
So what was the second one? When was that?
That was like when Naruto and Hinata and Neji were all like 3 years old.
And that was the one Hinata's parents were. No, Hinata was older in that one. Okay, so that's the
She was
third one. Is what you're
3.
saying.
It was her 3rd birthday.
She was 3. Why do I just
Yeah.
for some reason when I'm imagining the episodes from last time, she was like the same like size she is now, but maybe I guess she was smaller.
No. It was her 3rd birthday, and she was a little girl, and Neji was little too, and they were very cute.
Okay.
Anyway, so this one happened like 30 years ago. The other one happened like 10 years
What's
ago.
the timeline for when was the Nine-Tailed Fox thing? Was that before the second one?
That was before the second one, I guess. I've never really
Okay.
thought about that, but it would have to be because it was when Naruto was a little tiny little baby.
Yep. Okay.
Interesting. But true, Tsunade wasn't around for the second one. I don't think any of them were. Orochimaru might have still been around, which is funny that he would be the only one that was still there. Anyway, wait. The implication is Jiraiya only left to follow Orochimaru, so maybe that's not true, EliteAri. But we'll get our facts straight for next time. But anyway, this was the first one back in the olden days.
Yep.
So her little brother is probably like Kakashi's age, or a little bit older, or something. Anyway, it's the first one. True, I just said that. Unrivaled skills and medical skills. That's probably not what the line was, but that's what I wrote down.
Yep.
And she's got the heritage too. That's why she's perfect to be Hokage, EliteAri.
Yep.
He tells Naruto it's over his pay grade. Oh, I thought it said gay something, but that's just because those two words have similar. Don't worry, EliteAri. Tsunade starts insulting Naruto, calls him nothing like the last one, and funny looking too. That's not very nice. Jiraiya says the 4th was the greatest talent in generations, and nearly as handsome as his teacher. Jiraiya is a handsome fella, EliteAri. There's no way Naruto could ever match up to that.
Okay. I've seen him in Boruto.
Do you think by the end of the series, Naruto will be stronger than the 4th Hokage?
Oh, wait, no, I thought you meant his appearance, because he looks really ugly in Boruto.
Oh.
Wait,
No.
what are you saying?
Well, it's implying that Naruto will never be as strong as this guy.
Whatever happens at the end of Naruto, these people will look like ants in comparison to everything going on there. But based on the power scaling, if Kabuto is not going to be so much stronger than everyone here by that point,
he's the greatest, the great Kabuto.
Yeah.
Tsunade says he will still die young. I think he was talking about Naruto. That's not very nice. To protect the village is a sucker's bet. The village is no safer than it ever was. She says these Hokages didn't do anything. She calls Sarutobi Sensei, she called him Sarutobi Sensei, that's so cute, an idiot for trying to stay the hero at his age. And Naruto gets freaking mad, EliteAri. He stands up for the great Hiruzen. This is why you like Naruto now.
Yeah, it was fine. No, true.
Hokage is a fool's game, she says. That's not very nice. And that's Naruto's whole motivation. He stands up, EliteAri. I got a quote. I'm not gonna let her sit there and insult the old man. I don't care if she is a lady. I'll knock that cynical sneer off her face.
That's right.
He's gonna punch a lady, EliteAri. That's not okay. And then Tsunade jumped up so quick, EliteAri. It was cool.
Yep.
It was cool.
That's what I said. I said, yep.
Well, you said yep like you didn't remember it, but you wanted to move on.
I remember it. This is a good scene. I like the scene a lot.
Okay, true. She's finna beat Naruto with just one finger. She knocks his headband off and then flicks him down, and it's all like one movement, and it's super quick, EliteAri. She's so strong. Jiraiya tells her to stop showing off, which is funny. She asks Naruto why he's so touchy about Hokage, and then Naruto mirrors her lover and what her brother said, that it's his dream. Oh my goodness. The music cues, and Naruto goes for the Rasengan, which Tsunade recognizes, but she knocks it away anyway. Now, I think there was an end of the episode in there, and that was kind of cool. And then at the beginning of the next one, she fucking flicked him.
And I think that's the first one that had the different colors, and it was better. And I was like, oh, this is the one in this batch. We're doing the different colors now. Episode 91.
Oh, yeah, there was something like that that happened. And I don't know if I wrote it down or something. But
I wrote it down. There were 3 episodes that were noteworthy. There we go. And the first one was 91.
No, that's crazy.
The Tsunade flashback episode.
Well, oh, yes, because it started off horizontal. More horizontal. It started off with letterboxing, EliteAri. That's what it's called. But it's bad because I have it on widescreen, so it's really black on the sides because it's in 4:3, and then it's a little bit less black for the letterboxing, so it looks
bro doesn't have an OLED screen. Oh my god, that's embarrassing.
I don't know what an OLED is, but you can keep it to yourself, EliteAri.
Mm.
Actually, I do, because they talk about OLED switches, EliteAri.
Yep.
Now, true, that's when the new ED started, I have written down. Naruto makes a bet with Tsunade that he'll master the jutsu in 3 days, and the necklace will be his. Now, Leo, this is kind of crazy, because when you're doing a Naruto cosplay, one of your first things you got to get is Naruto's famous necklace, and this is where it comes from.
Cool.
Now you know it. Oh, he also put Froggy on the line with all of his money. That's not very nice.
Yep.
And you know, EliteAri, were you thinking, oh my god, Tsunade always loses her bets. Naruto's definitely going to master this jutsu.
Didn't cross my mind.
That's like
because for some reason when I was watching, I was like, that's not a thing for her. That's actually not a thing. Like she's like an average person, and people tend to lose gambling because that's how it goes.
No, she loses every single time.
And they called her the sitting
But
duck.
she's lost.
I was like, what does that have to do with anything?
Yes. No, see, they should have called her the super sucker, and then you would have understood.
Yeah.
But true, it's the first Hokage's necklace, and there's only 2 of them in the world.
Yep.
I don't know what the other one is, and if it comes back in the story, I don't remember it. So we'll watch out for that one. Shizune comes over and gives Naruto exposition. Whenever somebody else wears the necklace, they die. Then we get the Tsunade flashback. Do you have Tsunade flashback stuff that can save us from me reading all this, EliteAri, or do you want me to read all this?
I can say what I think, which is that, oh, so cool. And then remember when at the end when Dan's dying in the rain and it's like the coolest scene ever because the rain sound effect is really loud? That was awesome. So I liked all that. That's all I have to say.
I didn't even recognize the rain sound effect being so loud. All I know is that I've always thought Tsunade's backstory was super lame, and none of that. I didn't care about either one of these idiots.
That's great. She was trying to invent she was trying to give medical
True, that
stuff.
part's cool. When it's like a meeting and Orochimaru's like on the good side, that's even though he's being evil all around, that's really cool. But Dan and Aki, I think they called him for short, which was funny because we always hate Akis around here. But I think his name was Noaki or something. Who cares about these losers?
No, it was very cute because it's like, oh, their meet cute is when he stands up for her in the meeting, and I'm like, oh, that's so cute.
True.
Yeah.
Women love it when you stick up for them, and then they'll fall in love with you. That's terrific.
That's what Naruto says.
But true. I don't know. It was fine. She gives him the necklace, and then he dies, and then she keeps giving this necklace out, and it kills people. EliteAri.
Now the question is, did Orochimaru kill the brother? Is that what happened? Oh my god.
Oh, I feel like this is a theory video I watched one time, but I didn't consider it. And
I feel like it's the most obvious, like, yeah, well, I don't think he did, because I don't think he's, like, has a motivation to, but it's, like, I could easily imagine that being the case. Like, the brother's dead, or Orochimaru brings the news, it's like, you don't see the body, it's like, it could be...
There were people dying everywhere. Yeah. They were at war, EliteAri.
That is true, yep.
I think she has a scene with Dan where she's like, we live in an era of constant death, and I was like, man, that sucks. Naruto really grew up in the easy times, huh? Even though apparently there was a war going on when he was like 1.
That's right.
He didn't remember it though.
And he was born of tragedy.
It ended when he was 3. She kisses him on the forehead. This is important for later, EliteAri. And she says it's her magic charm, and that it'll make his dream come true. And then cut to him being freaking dead. And later, I think when we cut back to this flashback, we actually see him on the table, and there's like blood on the cloth, and it's like over his face. It's like, man, this freaking kid is freaking dead.
That damn Orochimaru, man.
Yeah, not good. Jiraiya and Orochimaru were there. It was cute, you know. But not even Jiraiya was very, what do you call it? Nurturing. He's just like, oh, you don't want to do that or something. But he was stand up stern. He's a hardened man, EliteAri. Orochimaru says, you won't even recognize the body, Lamau. He's just gloating about how he killed this kid,
what a coincidence.
True.
He took it. He's going to use that body one day. He's going to be like, I'm going to swap into this body.
True. He already did.
Yeah.
I don't think he can swap into dead bodies, though. I don't think that's how it works. They are at war, somebody says. It was pretty cool. He died the day after receiving the necklace. This makes Tsunade's pitch the idea of a nurse on each squad. When we see younger Hiruzen and the advisors that EliteAri never recognizes, check the pitch, saying they don't have the resources during the war. Then Dan stands up and agrees with her. And just like that, she's in love. His little sister died that night a year ago when the village was attacked. Oh my goodness, the village got attacked?
Yep.
Him too, we're the same, she says. And it was kind of bad dub acting, but we like Tsunade, so we're going to move past it. Dan has a hopeful monologue like Aki and wants to be Hokage. He says he loves the village and the people in it too. So Tsunade kisses him on the forehead and gives him the necklace. That's funny, EliteAri.
Yeah, because then he dies. It's so sad.
And it cut to him bleeding out everywhere. There's a side ninja that mentions they're already the Sannin, which I think might be wrong, but it might also.
How can it be wrong? It's in the show.
Because there's a scene later where they get named the Sannin, and I feel like it happens earlier than this. Or
It's
after
just
this.
casually they're being called the Sannin by the people
Wait.
around them.
No. First of all, you're wrong. Second of all, I'm wrong. Because this is like the last time she ever fights or whatever. She like stops fighting after this, so she can't have become the Sannin afterwards. So that's crazy. Anyway, Naruto is so right and Kyle Entertainment is so wrong. The blood on her hands is what makes her scared of blood. True. Jiraiya and Tsunade scene at the ramen shop. They talk about Naruto. He knows about the meeting with Orochimaru. Jiraiya just sussed it out. He's such a cool guy, literally. He tells her to remember the Hokage that came before and betraying them if she chooses Orochimaru's plan. And the Jiraiya like threatens to kill her. And that's when you realize, whoa, we thought Jiraiya was a big loser and didn't care about the village at all. But he's like the only Sannin that actually cares about the village, EliteAri.
That's right.
Until now. Tsunade is the Hokage and she cares for real. Oh my god, EliteAri, this episode started out with the letterboxing.
Yep.
Well, I guess that was now, EliteAri. Her little brother is on the table. Orochimaru says
Wait,
that...
sorry, you're talking about episode 92 or 91? Because 92, I said, this one also has a little bit of cool colors. It has Naruto's final hours of training and re-meeting Orochimaru, and it looks really cool. So, there we go.
EliteAri said it, so it must be true. Orochimaru says they'll use force if they have to. Oh yeah, when he's like going there with Kabuto. He's like, oh, true. I don't know how the fuck they plan on doing that, but you know. That's what Kabuto is for, the Force. Orochimaru says no one knows Tsunade better than him. Crazy. Counting out Jiraiya like that. Tsunade does Jiraiya at dinner. Doses Jiraiya. She roofied him, EliteAri. That's not very nice.
Yep.
Shizune will try to stop Tsunade, even if it costs her a life. So Shizune also loves the village, EliteAri.
And then Tsunade punches her and knocks her out, and it was awesome.
One tapped her, EliteAri. It was epic. But true, Shizune got a moment to stand up. Also, they took Naruto back to their place or something. Himeno style. More Kabuto and Orochimaru distrust when he tells him to go... Huh? I just got a battery warning. It knocked my place out, EliteAri. What the frickin' hell? Where was I up to? What did I just say? More Kabuto and Orochimaru distrust. Oh, they're trying to fake out, make you think that Kabuto is going to betray Orochimaru. Yep. That doesn't happen.
Which would make perfect sense.
True. No, it wouldn't, EliteAri. You don't know nothing. Now, and he also tells him to go kill Shizune, which was cool that they were thinking about Shizune. Yep. Jiraiya is at like 30%.
She almost killed Kabuto.
True. Kabuto sees Jiraiya and Naruto and decides not to try and kill Shizune. Orochimaru theme kicks in. It was epic. Jiraiya says that he has to kill Tsunade. He will. Oh, if he has to. He's so committed to the village. I just said all that. Tsunade tries to make a deal that she'll fix his arm, but Orochimaru can't touch the village. Orochimaru agrees, but he's probably lying, bro. We see flashes of her life in the village back in the day with her walking around with her little brother and her boyfriend. And, you know, and then they start walking towards each other dramatically. And Kabuto stops what looks to be the healing, but he actually stops Tsunade from attacking Orochimaru. He's so loyal. Orochimaru says he would have given up the goal. He would not have given up the goal of destroying the village, but Tsunade says bullshit. I don't know, whatever. Tsunade's sad, crying monologue is quite bad in the acting department, I have written down.
I don't know.
A dub issue, you know, whatever. EliteAri had the superior version. That's when we transition into the Sannin showdown period.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Now, EliteAri, I have to switch. I gotta hang up. The Sannin showdown, EliteAri, your favoriteest part.
Yep, you know, I've said everything I hate about it, but I have 3 things I like about it, okay? I like that Naruto uses the Shadow Clone to help spin the thing. It was kind of cool. I like Tsunade's slug. It was just really cool, and I already talked about that.
Katsuyu shows some
I loved when Tsunade grabbed Orochimaru's sword with her legs in episode 96. It was sick. It was like the coolest fighting move, and that's it.
And is that when she stabbed the snake?
I don't remember.
Oh no! I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the little sword, not the giant gum.
Yeah, it was like sword. It was like a fight. Like he threw the sword out of the mouth or whatever, and she caught it.
Dodged,
it was sick.
That was epic. Now, I don't have all the notes on this, right, EliteAri, so we're gonna run through it quickly. She launches off with a big kick that smashes the whole ground, EliteAri. She's the strongest.
Kabuto's stronger.
No, he couldn't make a hole in the ground. Well, he can swim through the ground. But he couldn't make a hole in the ground that's big like that. Orochimaru says it's amazing they've never met in combat, EliteAri. Whoa, that's pretty cool. Implying kind of that he might have fought Jiraiya in the past, ? Tsunade says it'll be a pleasure killing them both. Well, she's my favorite now. She's got monstrous strength. Kabuto telling Orochimaru and that Jiraiya is around and him being excited is super cool, EliteAri. Oh my god.
Okay, true.
Mm-hmm. Tsunade is chasing them down for real. Kabuto eats a food pill. We talked about that. I said they never ever came back. Oh, true. We talked about that too. Kabuto uses Dig. That's a Pokemon reference, EliteAri. And then they trade Taijutsu before he weakens her muscles with the Chakra Scalpel. You know those things, EliteAri.
Yep.
He hit her in the boobs, and she's down. He's quicker and more precise than she ever was in her prime, she says, which is kind of funny. He gloats and she whacks him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she must have punched him. It'd be so much easier if he could just kill her. She's actually disorientated his senses or something, and then he like gets it back immediately. EliteAri, that was funny.
Yep, true. It was, yeah, what can I say? I just don't like it.
That was
Anything with Kabuto
crazy.
is terrible. Yeah.
No, it was great. The screen's now like the text is small, EliteAri, so I lost my place. She made her chakra into electricity and scrambled his nervous system. That was epic. Kabuto starts reteaching himself. He runs at her, and Jiraiya and the gang appear. True, he was going to kill the great Tsunade, but don't worry, she got saved by a group of men. Naruto is shocked about Kabuto. He didn't know. And then Jiraiya says, "Long time no see" to Orochimaru or something, and it's really cool. They call each other old friends. Tsunade pushes Jiraiya out of the way and tries to hit Kabuto again. She corners him, and he cuts himself to freak her out. EliteAri, she would have won. He's back at 100%, he says. He knocks her out with a punch. Kabuto insults Naruto and says that he's no match for Sasuke, someone who Naruto is already way stronger than, by the way. Nice annotation here. Naruto's sad about Kabuto's betrayal. Kabuto says Naruto lacks ninja ability. He says Naruto is super outclassed and tells him to stay out or die. Naruto attacks Kabuto with the Shadow Clones, but Kabuto beats them back easily. There's a little bit of cool fighting going on here. Shizuno spits some needles at him while she catches Naruto. That was a cool move. He blocks them with his headband. I mentioned that earlier, EliteAri. That was funny.
Yep.
Kabuto takes a plasma pill to rejuvenate his blood. Orochimaru takes the bandage off his arm. Naruto, at this point, says, "That's Orochimaru." True, Naruto. Thanks for figuring it out. Jiraiya says Shizune can deal with 4 eyes, and he'll fight Orochimaru. Jiraiya has to fight Nerf. That's important, EliteAri. We reiterate that Kabuto is as strong as Kakashi and is out of Naruto's league. Both Jiraiya and Orochimaru use summoning to summon big snakes and Gamakichi.
Yep.
Because there was actually just big snakes and wasn't a big toad. We love the great Gamakichi. Did you freak out, EliteAri, when he showed back up? Were you flipping out?
I was very happy. I like him. He's great.
We love the great Gamakichi. They be freaking out. True. Oh, Gamakichi started freaking out. Where's his father, they said. Still playing the fool, I see. Oh, that must be... I think that was when Gamabunta actually showed up. Naruto tries to... Nope. That was somebody else. Naruto... Oh, that was Orochimaru that said that, EliteAri. Of course. Naruto tries to summon Jiraiya, but then he gets Gamotatsu, EliteAri. He says, "Hi, everybody." It's very funny.
Yep.
What are we up to? Oh, Orochimaru does some thinking where he says, "I should have killed that Nine-Tails brat when I had the chance, but I didn't for the Akatsuki's sake." So, I don't know. And then later in the fight, he's like, "I'm going to kill him so the Akatsuki can't have him." When he starts to figure out that Naruto has some ability. So, that's like intrigue or something, EliteAri. Oh, and there's also a note here that only the 3 Sannin and the Hokage could fuck with Naruto's seal. So that's interesting, I guess. Oh, at some point, the frog that's clearly doing a stoner accent says, "Get some munchies and go hide," or something. Actually, Gamakichi says that to him, so that was funny. And then somebody says, "Gee whiz." It must have been the funny little frog. We love that guy. For these frogs, they're 3 from 3, EliteAri, and the dogs, they're 0 from 1.
Yes, that's very true. Yeah, the dogs suck.
No, we love Pyko. He's pretty cool. Kabuto and Jiraiya go forward. Oh, I think I mean Orochimaru and Kabuto go forward on their snakes. Naruto gets swallowed by a snake again, but knows exactly how to get out. And then we use Earth-style Dark Swamp. That was pretty cool from Jiraiya.
Mm-hmm.
It was like one of Hiruzen's moves. He used something similar in his fight, but it wasn't as big as Hiruzen's but it was still pretty big. But Jiraiya was like, this is a pitiful move.
Mm.
Shizuno's got poison fog she spits. That was pretty cool. Kabuto uses dig and gets at her leg tendons. That's not cool. Needle diesel or something, Jiraiya says when he becomes spiky on his hair. Orochimaru stretches out his neck and bites him. Not cool. Shizuno's down pretty quickly. Tsunade's freaking out like a big P word. That means pussy, EliteAri. Kabuto starts stomping on her for real, and she's screaming EliteAri as he's stomping on her. Orochimaru says Jiraiya always had an eye for talent, but Naruto is the exception because he sucks. Orochimaru says Naruto could never be Uchiha. You beat his ass right now, EliteAri, even though he's already way stronger than him. Oh my goodness. They have an argument about whether or not jutsu or guts makes a shinobi, and then Naruto blocks Kabuto's punch, showing that he's got guts and stuff, and he uses his headband to block it or whatever, and then he misses the Rasengan the first time, EliteAri, and then he gets snapped on the leg, and Kabuto starts stomping on him. Tsunade comes out of her little blood thingy through having some flashbacks, and then Naruto makes the real final stand. He catches the kunai EliteAri, and he uses his Shadow Clone and Rasenguns, and he smashes that Kabuto back.
Yep.
There's cool Orochimaru and Jiraiya clashing going on. EliteAri didn't think it was cool.
Nope.
Everyone is very impressed with Naruto's mastery. Kabuto's stomach is all fucked up, but Kabuto got Naruto also. And then Kabuto was using his chakra to heal before he was even hurt or something. EliteAri, so cool.
What a great idea.
But then he said he's almost out of chakra, and then he falls down. Naruto's heart is failing. On God, Tsunade has to save him. The fox starts to realize he's dying too, but he didn't help this time. Tsunade True. Tsunade reaches up and takes... Naruto reaches up as he's dying and takes his necklace, EliteAri. And Tsunade says that one last time she wants to hear those words and it be true, that he will become the Hokage.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, you felt so good for Tsunade. Orochimaru decides he's going to kill Naruto so the Akatsuki can't have him. He then stabs Tsunade through the chest, EliteAri, with the grass blade.
Oh my god.
Did you think she was dead and she wasn't going to become Hokage?
You know what I thought in this moment? I thought, man, you were fighting Jiraiya for so long and here you are, feverish, dying, weak, and somehow you got the better of Tsunade. I don't know how, but it is what it is.
This EliteAri is so silly. What
you know what's
idiot.
silly? This fight and everything around Orochimaru in this fight.
No,
but that's fine.
This was epic. Tsunade loves the village and its future now. Naruto has been chosen by fate to become Hokage someday, she said, EliteAri. She's just spoiling shit. Then he slashes her again, and she protects Naruto again. And then I think she does it another time, EliteAri. She's just getting cut up. She's dead, and then she starts... and then she's back up. Oh, healing. Never seen this jutsu. Oh, Orochimaru has never seen this jutsu. She has a forehead mark, EliteAri, and she gets cool marks on it, and she calls it mitopic regeneration or something. This was pretty cool.
Yeah, cool.
She's got a cool face. I bet you're wondering what that dot was about the whole time, huh?
No, not at all. I thought, oh, character design. Look, we have an interesting character design. That's good.
No. You were thinking, what's this all about? But she's been gathering chakra in her forehead for years, EliteAri.
Yep.
Years. So
And,
we can't see this move for another few years. That's upsetting.
And what's her name? Shizune. She says, don't do it. Not now. Don't waste it.
He says, it shortens your life. That was my very next note, EliteAri.
Yeah.
All three summon big frogs, snakes, and slugs. We got Gamabunta. And who were the other two, EliteAri?
No idea. Slug.
Chatsuyu, the slug, EliteAri. That's your favorite. Remember it.
Yep.
And Manda or something. That's the dumb snake. But we don't like snakes here, so. Gamabunta says hello to his daddy. Oh, Gamatatsu says hello to his daddy. He says, hi, daddy. And he's very happy that he's here. And then they had to run back because it was about to get real. The kids are scared off by Manda looking at them. Oh, that's why they went back. Gamabunta says the reuniting is going to make him cry. He says, do you got a hanky, Jiraiya, or something? He was making fun of it because Gamabunta's been here before, EliteAri. He's seen these three. That was pretty cool. Manda doesn't like being summoned. Kabuto tries to talk him down, but gets shut down, and he wants 100 human sacrifices, EliteAri.
Yep.
Where does Orochimaru get all these guys?
You could just kill 100 people.
No, then they're not going to notice that 100 people went missing? That's crazy. Snakes are evil on God, true. Kabuto says Manda finds out about the arms, he'll betray them, and that it was a mistake to summon him. That was kind of a cool little detail. He didn't find out, though, but Katsuyu is so kind and polite and makes a little version of herself and sticks Naruto off with Shizune. They got to get out of the way. Gamabunta blows smoke in Manda's face. That was pretty cool, Leary. He was smoking his pipe. And then he says he wants a snake-skinned wallet. My goodness. Oh, my goodness. 2 paragraphs of notes left, Leary, for this fight. Katsuyu used acid slime, but then gets wrapped up by Manda, and then Bunta comes in and tries to strike with the sword, but it's blocked by the teeth. Katsuyu becomes a million little Katsuyus and then recombines over there. It was pretty cool. Jiraiya uses fire style Toad Flame Barrage, where he does a fire style, and Gamabunta spits oil, and then they melted that snake. But they didn't actually get him, Elite. That was like the coolest move. Tsunade uses the Gamabunta's sword to stab Snake down. That was actually the coolest move. Orochimaru grabs her with his tongue. She pulls him in and bashes him, Elite. Then she runs out of strength but keeps punching. She tears his face off. True, his face started to come off. And that's when they realized, just like Hiruzen, that he was using different bodies or something, and he's a super evil guy.
Yeah, that was something that we already knew, that was like the characters were just learning, right? Because it felt weird, where I'm like, oh, what are we meant to realize in this movie? But I guess it's just the characters.
No, I like it when they do it like that. Oh, also, this is a note that we didn't really talk about, but Orochimaru really stays losing, EliteAri. This guy's never won a fight.
He was dominating this fight. I would not count this as a loss. And no way
he
is this a loss.
He got the shit kicked out of him. There was 10 minutes of Tsunade
absolutely
just
not.
on him.
The fact that he survived that is incredibly way more impressive than him winning this fight. Like, it's perfectly
No. The takeaway from this is that Orochimaru is being destroyed, and I'll never take him seriously again. He's such a weakling.
No, the point is that, like, Orochimaru, despite all the odds, somehow survived this fight, and it is incredibly impressive to the point where it's like it ruins the power scaling of everything in this whole show.
No, it ruins it in the other direction. Orochimaru shouldn't be this weak. Getting away is not impressive. You were saying it with Itachi earlier. You don't know.
Sorry, what did I say about getting away? I said surviving the fight. I don't care if he gets away or not. The fact that he survived at all.
He melted into the ground.
He should have died. He should have died to Jiraiya in 2 minutes. That's what I think. But you know what? It's
Jiraiya was at 30%,
and Orochimaru was at like 2%. Okay,
he was at least. 50%.
He didn't have his arms.
He just couldn't use his arms.
Okay, true.
Yeah, but he's got all of his other cool jutsu. He's got a sword. He's got a mouth. He's got a big tongue.
Those are all the same thing.
And he's got a summoning and a Kabuto.
He has a Kabuto, that is true.
And Kabuto is the strongest. I think he could beat Orochimaru.
Kabuto could definitely beat Orochimaru, yeah.
No, even without his arms, Orochimaru would beat his ass.
Maybe. That'd be crazy.
Oh, I lost my place again, EliteAri. Grabs her tongue. Grabs a snake, tongue grabbing, pulls him in and bashes him. But then she runs out of strength, keeps punching faces off. Orochimaru stays losing. Manda disappears and is pissed. True, after they lost, he's not going to eat for a week or something. Orochimaru says there is one other way he can get his arms back. He promises to destroy the Leaf Village. He's probably going to use someone else's body, my goodness. They melt into the ground, and no one can...
Wait, I thought we got the answer to it later, is what you're saying. We know how he gets the body back. He said it.
Oh, yeah. What do you mean?
That he gets the elixir of life or whatever. That's what he's gonna get.
He said something about the elixir of life, but
yeah,
I don't even know. Whatever. We'll talk about it later. They melt into the ground, and no one can stop them from escaping. Jiraiya says he's got a broken foot. He can't help him. Tsunade becomes old for a second because she's running out of chakra. They go back to the restaurant. Naruto's upset that this mean and greedy girl is the Hokage. They still got their dynamic where they're going to fight all the time, EliteAri. So this is terrific. She's living a lie because she makes herself younger, EliteAri. That's not a good role model. They still got I just said that. They fight back. They fight again, and this time she blocks his Rasengan with one finger, and she kisses him on the forehead just like the other two, EliteAri. Were you crying?
No.
This didn't affect you emotionally?
I liked it. It was good.
Oh. True. And then there's a cool final shot of like a art piece as the episode ends where it's like Naruto chasing after them. And that's that thing that the Berserk would do every episode, but I don't think Naruto has ever done. So that was interesting.
You mean like the frozen art thing? What are you talking about?
Yeah, but it was like a detailed like painting. You could tell.
Yeah, okay. Interesting.
And it's also interesting because we're transitioning out of this part into the returning to the village part, but I went back through the manga because I was trying to see what was filler in this part and what wasn't. But that final shot of that they did the painting for was the exact manga panel. So I was like, oh, they must have thought that manga panel was really good. So it was framed exactly the same way. But here is where you get to talk about episode 97, EliteAri. Woohoo!
So someone got kidnapped, or they took something. They took the necklace, and then Naruto got the necklace back, or something. No, they got the necklace back because she was in debt, but it turns out she wasn't in debt because she already paid them back.
And Shizune pretended to be Tsunade or something.
Yep.
Whoa, was it great? And I really gotta watch.
The first second of this episode, you can tell it's filler because the art is like way worse. And I was like, this is really weird. Why is the art so bad? And then I realized, oh, this is a filler one.
Oh, I have a talking point that you're gonna hate because you don't even agree with this. But I was like, because the pacing was so terrible in this group of episodes, do you think that's why they decided to do filler moving forward? Was so that they wouldn't have to have these filler episodes where we're filling it with nonsense like Naruto training for 3 episodes?
Isn't that why they do filler?
Well, yeah, but I thought you were going to say, well, no, this was great. So that would not be the reason.
Why else would they do filler?
Well, it is to buy time for the manga, but not really to pace things out better. But anyway, now, do you want to watch 80 episodes of that after the next part, EliteAri, of comedy filler like that?
I'd be down for it, yeah, if it's part of our journey here on Naruto.
No, it's not. And how about you say no, that would be terrible. I hated this episode.
I didn't hate this episode. It was fine.
It was 100% comedy. So you think Naruto is funny now?
Fine. I didn't say it was comedy. You think it's comedy for some reason. I don't think it's comedy.
Obviously, in the filler episode, it's comedy.
Well, if it is comedy, it's not the bad comedy that Naruto tries to do. This was fine.
What about episode 101?
I mean, that felt way more like a comedy kind of boring. That was not as good as this. This one was fine, the 97 one or whatever. The 101 episode was like, we're not going to make progress because we're never going to see the face. And it's like, it was fine. I didn't hate it, but it was, I don't know. That one's way worse though.
That's the most famous Naruto filler. Everybody says it's the best one.
Oh, that's a shame.
And I didn't want to rewatch it. So now I am lying because most of the filler isn't comedy. It's like literal arcs that are just like without progress. So the
One
ones
Piece had
you
a great
watch,
filler arc. It was great.
That's true, but I don't believe you at all, and it was probably terrible.
That was great. You'd probably like it.
But I will never watch it, so that's okay.
Yeah, you don't have the capacity to watch it. It's too difficult.
It sounded silly and not like One Piece at all from how you described it, EliteAri. So I'll blame you.
I bet you couldn't even retell it right now. You probably don't even remember what I said.
There was like an island and there was a dinosaur.
An island in One Piece? No way. Oh my god, a dinosaur? That's crazy. One Piece? You're thinking of Little Garden. Oh my god.
No, Little Garden, the greatest
with the dinosaurs,
Saga arc. We love that great arc. And that you did. Do you know the fish with the mountains?
You kept saying that you said it at some point in your stream or something. We can talk about this later. Okay, let's continue.
We love One Piece. No, we don't. One Piece fucking sucks and Naruto's way better. Now, will we talk about...
do we compare them now? Is now the time we compare One Piece and Naruto? Oh, no, we wait till we finish Naruto, then we can do it.
No, EliteAri likes One Piece better, if in case that wasn't...
You never know. We'll have to talk. How do we don't know that. Which characters do I like more? We have to do a tier list.
Naruto Klee is way better, a million times better. Wait, EliteAri might agree with that, actually. Never mind.
To see.
Whatever EliteAri believes, I believe the opposite, and that's how these function. Now, I was saying the arcs thing. Well, actually, I already said the thingy about the race at the beginning, right? That the filler arc was a race. I don't have to bring that up now. We already talked about it. But true. I think a majority of the what is it, episode 140 to 220? It is like 5 or 6 episode arcs with each ones. It's like, actually, maybe I shouldn't say it because we're not going to say it, EliteAri. I'm changing my mind.
What if it's like Kakashi does this and he dies in the next 2 episodes?
Kakashi's fucking dead, EliteAri. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh my god.
True. But we do have to think about it next time because next time you'll probably have to watch episode 135 and episode 220.
How exciting.
So it's going to be fun.
I'll watch all the Sakura episodes, okay?
I'm sure she's in basically all of them, so
good.
You can go along. Anyway, filler, EliteAri watched 2 of them, and he wasn't encouraged to watch more, so that means they must have sucked. True. Oh, where are we up to? We're returning to the village, EliteAri. Get excited. As we get back to the village, we see Shino collecting bugs, Akamaru pissing on trees, and Hinata doing nothing, EliteAri.
Yep.
Hinata wishes she was good at something, and Shino says, don't worry, you'll find your calling or something. Iruka gets a secret message or something, and he has to end class. Konohamaru is not happy that there's a new Hokage. Sure, we can talk about these, and there's 3, well, never mind, we'll talk about it in a second. He ran into Tsunade's boobs, though. Epic.
He's like, it's like a cloud or something. And I'm like,
it's
okay.
like my blankie from when I was little, he says in the dub. She's always fighting with these little boys. Then Naruto runs into him too. We see Neji training too. He's counting birds. And then Tenten shows up, EliteAri. Did you forget?
I don't think I did. I don't remember.
Well, all she does is say, Neji, Lady Tsunade's here. Don't you want to see her or something? And Neji says, no, I do not.
That sounds like something Tenten would say. Yep, we love that.
Now, if you remember, the first ever mention of Lady Tsunade was in the Rock Lee flashback where Tenten's goal was to be a great ninja kunoichi like the Lady Tsunade.
That's good. I hope they meet and have more interactions.
They will not, but she was excited that she was back here. I'm sure they'll meet.
Good, I hope so.
She was looking through all those ninja squads later. She passed Tenten's team, so, you know. True. And Neji was counting birds, but he got the bird number wrong, proving that Neji can be wrong, and he wasn't even mad about it anymore. So that's character development, remember?
Yep.
And he was like a caged bird or something, so that was thematics.
So you're thinking of Gudrid.
No, Gudrid fucking sucks. Tsunade gets lectured by the elders. True, they're like, Tsunade, you need to be serious or something. And then Genma, EliteAri, he got summoned. Did you freak out when you saw Genma?
Who's Genma?
Oh my god, EliteAri, you nearly did a great bit where you coughed, but that was not Genma, that was the other one.
Oh.
Genma was the proctor at the end of the tuning exam.
Yes,
remember?
I remember him, yep.
And then the glasses guy that said Itachi and jumped into the room was also summoned, and they were like, go and prepare Lady Tsunade something or something. Naruto reminds her she's got to heal everybody, and then Shikamaru and his dad show up, EliteAri. And
it was so cool
Tsunade,
when, oh my god, he has an interaction with Tsunade. It was like so cool, oh my god.
This is one of the scenes I remember the most from this thing. And then he's like, who's this lady, this pretty girl, Naruto? And Naruto says, she's actually an old bitch and she's the Hokage. And it was very funny. And their best friends, EliteAri, questioned it.
That's true. The hospital confused me. But you know what? They're friends now, I can tell. And they had the flashback in this episode where they were doing they were both being punished.
True.
Yep.
And she asked them about the deer antlers or whatever. They keep deer because Shikamaru's last name is Nara, EliteAri, and you want to take a guess at what Nara means?
Park is a place where there's deer. I've been there. So
Nara means deer, EliteAri. That's crazy. So they look after deer while being shadow ninjas. So who knew? And she uses those for medicine or something. And she recognized Shikamaru's dad and she treated him like a little boy. So that's how old Tsunade is. She's old as fuck. Now it's crazy. And then Shikamaru said
is exactly 50 years old. He makes a point of it at some point in these episodes.
Did he say that?
He does. He says, I am exactly 50. And I'm like, whoa, okay, interesting.
I think that means they're all exactly... Well, unless Jiraiya failed the thingy a few times, but that would mean Tsunade is only 48. So unless Tsunade failed the entrance exam a few times, she is 52. But Naruto always says she's in her 50s. That implies that she's 57 at least.
Yep.
But true, then Shikamaru says, bitch is ruling shit, not on my watch. And it was very funny.
It was a full rant. It was like crazy.
It was like
I didn't realize it'd be that much. Yeah, like last time he hinted at it, like he had the misogynistic kind of stuff back then. But now it's like real. Like, this is this is the biggest example of it. Oh my god.
Did I have any of it written down? No, I just say Shikamaru brings the misogyny and his father says that we love them though for real. True.
Yep.
He said, you got to find yourself a nice young lady. And then he had a freak out where he saw Sakura and Ino being mean to him.
What?
He's like, they were like shadow Sakura's and Ino's laughing at him in his monologue here.
Yeah.
But true. And he warns her. He's like, his dad says, she's one of the strongest ninjas you'll ever meet, the great Lady Tsunade, EliteAri. So, she's really strong and stuff. But that was epic. We love that Shikamaru scene. Terrific. Oh my god, OrdinaryAri just uploaded Luffy as a climb a mountain One Piece episode 97 through 83 review.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's 10:01. My goodness, we've been here forever. Oh my god, it's Sakura meeting Lady Tsunade.
Yes.
Sakura thinks she's beautiful, and then she starts crying and stuff. Oh, and Tsunade notices the flowers. She says these flowers are different ages because Kunoichi always learn about flowers, Leary. But she
Wait,
knows that Sakura.
I just got so distracted. Wait, is Tsunade in the bikini thing at the end in the ED or not?
No, it's only
Now,
the
what a
little
weird.
girls.
Why not? I feel like that'd be an obvious thing that they do. I wonder why. I don't know.
It's crazy that she, if I'm to believe you, she isn't in that hot spring episode either.
No, she's not. At least not that I remember. The one I remember was it's when they're spying on Kakashi, and then Sakura is like pressed up against a wall, and it's like this crazy angle, and her butt's like sticking out. I'm like, what is this? It's so like out of place for like Naruto. Naruto really doesn't do like fan service like that. A lot of the
jutsu.
Well, yeah, the fan service it does is like very like censored like nudity or whatever. Like it's not like exaggerated kind of angles or yeah, which it did for the filler, and I was like, that's weird, but yeah, no, nothing
we
like
gotta
that
keep
for
him coming
Tsunade.
back. If we don't got any plot, we gotta give him plot, EliteAri.
That's a good one. That's funny.
Oh my goodness, but I don't know. I didn't see this Sakura image, so you're not putting me in jail. Now, though I did see her in a bikini every time at the end of the episode. Now,
yeah,
I wasn't looking. True. Tsunade noticed the flowers, EliteAri. That was crazy. She said Sakura comes here every day. Sasuke wakes up and Sakura really cries for real, and Naruto walks away kind of sad. But then he tells Tsunade to come, and Tsunade even notices that Naruto's sad. She's like, "Oh, he's a little softy." But then he tells her to come to Kakashi. Tsunade chastises Kakashi for getting jumped like a bum. Guy is very excited for her to see Lee. He's doing a weird finger pointy thing. She's not too optimistic about Lee's chances. He's more than a student. He's like a son, says Guy Sensei. Poor Neji. Naruto then goes with his father for ramen. He's going with Aruka Sensei, who says the Leaf Village is at half power, but we can't be turning down missions.
That's right.
Guy is in denial about Lee's condition. He starts insulting Tsunade. He's got bone fragments in his spinal cord. She can attempt the operation, but the risks are enormous. He could die.
So I have a note on this about this thing, which is this. So I'm an adult watching this story now, but to me, I experienced the same story in Hannah Montana when I was a kid.
Hannah Montana?
Yes. Which is that there's an episode of Hannah Montana which really got to me as a kid, and it really it was stressed me out or whatever. Where obviously Hannah Montana's a singer, and then one day she like started losing her voice, and then she had to choose whether to have a surgery or not.
Miley Cyrus in real life lost her voice and had to have surgery. That's crazy.
No, in the story she had to choose whether to have a surgery or not, and the big question was, what if the surgery goes bad and she can never sing again? And I was like, oh my god, this is so stressful and scary, and what surgeries are so scary, oh my god. And I could imagine if I was a kid watching this with the Rock Lee stuff, this would really get to me as well, where I'd be like, man, that's like actually really like real and scary and surgery and stuff, and it's like adult stuff. And but as obviously I'm not a kid.
I can't remember if
anymore,
I still hated Rock Lee at this point when I was watching this as a kid.
Yeah.
I feel like we already proved Sasuke was way stronger than him, so maybe I was allowed to like Rock Lee now.
That's good.
But here it was, well, the part that's good comes later. But true. So there's like two things here where there's like the two plots are kind of like Konohamaru is very sad, and then Guy and Lee are trying to work through things. Do you want to guess which one of these is filler? No, it's obvious, isn't it?
What were the two things? What's filler? One's filler and one's not?
Konohamaru blocking himself in the office and being sad, and Lee and Guy's like talks about the surgery.
Oh my god, I didn't even consider one of these were filler. Let me think. I don't know. I could imagine both being in the manga. I feel like the Guy stuff felt a bit too extreme with the suicide stuff, where I'm like, I don't know how this ties in. So I feel like that'd be the filler. I don't know.
No, the Konohamaru stuff is the filler stuff. The Guy stuff is all in there. What's actually interesting is that the Guy stuff, because I was checking through the chapters, the Guy stuff actually happens like 6 episodes later. Like it's like a bunch of the setup for the next arc happens before this Guy stuff happens. So that was interesting. But true, yes. The Konohamaru stuff, a lot of it is comedy, like they keep getting hit on things.
It had the coolest moment where Tsunade goes in and like dismantles all the things. It was awesome. Oh my god.
She dismantled a paper bomb with her like foot. It was so cool.
Awesome.
But yeah, I always loved this Konohamaru stuff. I thought it was cute that they gave him this moment of being like,
Yeah.
I love the third Hokage. He's my favorite. And the
Yep.
coolest thing was like we've been talking about him the whole arc, and we finally see him in a flashback for the first time right at the end here. And I was like, oh my god, that's the freaking guy that we
Oh, who?
love, the third Hokage.
Oh, okay, true. Yes. Yep.
It was like, oh my goodness, what great build up.
Yeah, it was great. I like this stuff.
None of this Konohamaru stuff is in the great
Ugh, what a
manga.
bad manga.
But
You know, these anime
it's over,
creators,
like-
Toei Animation, not Toei. Who makes this one? What's the studio?
Studio Parrot. We love
Studio
them.
Parrot. Oh my god, geniuses.
Gene, yes, is. But true. Konohamaru has blockaded himself in the Hokage office and has booby-trapped the whole place. Tsunade is a meanie and tells him to get the fuck out or something, or get rid of this kid. Sakura once went to see Lee again. What a nice lady. She sees him and even catches him as he falls. My goodness. Tsunade thinks the Leaf Village is a boring little dump, just like the third Hokage. She doesn't like working. We get a sexy jutsu, epic. Tsunade looking through all the ninja squads. Tsunade knocks down Naruto and is about to use the Naruto's going to use the Rasengan to break the door down, and Tsunade just knocks him, and that's when she goes in and bursts into the room, diffuses a paper bomb with her foot, and knocks everything out. And she didn't even do it to get rid of Konohamaru. She just wanted to take the book.
That's right.
That was the medicine book. Konohamaru leaves, and he and Naruto go to the stone to pray. The book was actually for Lee's surgery. She's learning from Kabuto, which was kind of cool. You think that's hilarious? Everything with Kabuto is a joke to you, EliteAri.
Yeah, not only is she not the strongest and not the best healer, you know, she has to learn from Kabuto. She has to be beat by Kabuto. It's terrible.
Kabuto couldn't save Lee.
I don't know.
He can't even save Orochimaru's shitty arms. They needed Tsunade to do that. Proof! Oh, I just got him. Oh.
She didn't even heal anything. We have no idea she could do it.
She could have.
Maybe.
We get a flashback to Hiruzen and I could cry, true. Last not point of the whole thing, EliteAri, get excited. Then we get a whole episode of drama surrounding Lee and the surgery. Tsunade gets an inauguration. Oh my god, that's like the president. Lots of flashbacks to Lee and Guy. And Guy and Kakashi's one of their challenges, EliteAri. They played rock, paper, scissors in the dub. I don't know if they played that also in the sub.
Yep. No, I didn't. Wait, I watched the dub for this.
Oh, terrific, EliteAri. That's the way you should be watching these things. Guy will die right along with Lee, EliteAri.
Yep.
I'm crying.
Crazy.
That was a nice scene. I like that scene, even though I hate Rock Lee still. And Tsunade is now at 58% effectiveness for this surgery.
That was very cute. Yeah, we like that.
She was working all night. And then she had the hood on, EliteAri, and then we see the Hiruzen statue looking down on him, and oh my goodness, and that's how we end this great arc. We've got Tsunade and Kisame now, and Shizune, and Tonton the pig.
Tonton's the goat. Oh my goodness. Tonton is so funny. Jesus.
Did you have anything to say about this Lee Guy thing, or was it just funny?
I mean, I didn't know what was gonna happen. Because I have the whole thing where it's like, it feels like Lee's is never going to be a thing again. Like, he's never, well, obviously he's going to do the surgery and it's going to succeed. But like, before that, I was just thinking like, he might not actually take the surgery. Because I could imagine it being like, he decides that his role is to, like, he can support the people around him or something like that. That could be interesting. Rather than being like the focus. But yeah, now that Guy has like encouraged him and Tsunade is working toward making it better, obviously he's going to do the surgery. But before that, I had no idea. I don't have any other thing to say about it. It was good. It was fine. Good. Now,
EliteAri, I'm a failure and a loser. So I was watching these episodes today, so I did not have time to re-listen to our last discussion. Though I have re-listened to it at one point, but it was probably like a month ago. So I don't remember any of your predictions and how they would have related to today, which is very upsetting. I feel like there was nothing to predict last time. It just would have been like, what's Itachi going to do? And I kind of feel almost even flatter right now, where it's like, what could you even predict? Like, we have the Akatsuki and
we're at the end of the story. There's nothing else.
Out in the end, but
so
like, there's nothing to directly predict.
Next time you're saying that it's going to be till the end, like episode 220 or whatever.
The rest of original Naruto.
Okay.
Woo!
And then when you say original Naruto, the manga doesn't stop there, right? It just continues like Dragon Ball Z.
It's all 700 chapters. Yeah. There's no Dragon Ball Z. Well, that wasn't even in the Japanese, but yeah, it's not like the manga is not even in English, called Naruto Shippuden. It goes from volume 1 to volume 72.
Okay.
True.
But wait, let me go through my miscellaneous notes first. Oh my goodness, wait.
Oh my goodness, EliteAri.
How
rude of me.
I think we might have actually talked about everything. I said, Orochimaru has a quote where he says, anything that has a form will one day decay. which was interesting because like he doesn't have a form. He like has different bodies and stuff he takes over, which is
He's like a spirit.
kind of cool. Yeah. Oh, I said I've seen a lot of the sub now. Like a decent chunk of this was subbed. And Naruto's voice actor in the dub does a great job of feeling almost exactly like the sub voice. It's a very impressive thing. Yeah. Like Tsunade was the biggest difference for me, I think, where it was like she sounds like it's like a different kind of subtle different characterization in the voice in the sub and the dub. But Naruto was like
she has a very pronounced like dub voice. Like I definitely like have always remembered it, and I don't maybe have I ever heard her in another dub?
I have no idea.
I don't know. I feel like it's a unique voice, but maybe I'm an idiot.
Yep. And then my last miscellaneous note, I said, I wonder if we'll ever see what old lady Tsunade looks like. Probably not, but maybe when she dies, she'll revert back to it and we'll see her in her grave or whatever. And
I would, what do you call it? Not blacklist, but that's what I mean. I would boycott the manga if we ever saw an ugly Tsunade. She's a pretty lady.
I didn't say she has to be ugly. I said old. Oh my goodness.
Old equals ugly, EliteAri.
Oh my god. And then my final thing was a clarification. And I said, so who is Chunin now? No one? Like, did that, there's just no progress from that?
Oh.
Is that
well, it got interrupted, EliteAri.
True.
How could Tsunade didn't even see the exams? How could she promote anybody?
That's a good point.
But true. So do you have any predictions you would like to make? This is the last original Naruto arc.
Like there's a lot of things. The more important predictions I think are like, how does Naruto end and how does Shippuden, like what does Shippuden even mean? And like what is like
I told you this at one point, but
I don't remember.
Maybe I won't remind you.
The only thing I remember is that you said there's like a time skip.
Yeah, that's
which
it.
I would not have predicted because it feels like we're so early in Naruto's life that it's like, how are we gonna time skip? Like I feel like we barely know him.
So we can have a better bikini or ED.
Yeah, maybe. I didn't even think about it. Like when you said time skip, I assumed it'd be like 3-4 years or something. But if it's like the adults or something, I didn't even think about that. Maybe that's possible.
We don't need to be adults in anime.
I suppose. How old are they now? Like what, 12 or something?
They're 12. Yeah, 12. I think.
So if I were to, it'd probably be like it could be like a 5-year time skip, and then they're like 17. That's probably the most likely, right? I assume 5-year. That sounds reasonable. Like
I will not say anything on this subject.
But I'm trying to think, like, what? It feels so weird to me that there'd be a random time skip. Like, what would cause that? Like, right now, what is the struggle that we have that would be like worthy of a time skip? And it's like Orochimaru is in the background. You've got Itachi in the background. Like those are the two main things. And Itachi is like tied in with the what was it? Akatsuki? Is that what they called? So it's like, I'll just treat it as like two things, Orochimaru and Itachi. And both of those things, like Itachi, I think is not going to be resolved anytime soon. So I think he's just going to be in the background until way later in the story. Orochimaru feels like a villain that I feel like is definitely going to be resolved in original Naruto. But the thing is that like, he has been the villain for the last arc. He has been the villain for this arc. And he still hasn't got his arms back yet. And he's going to get them back. And I feel like that will take time. And I don't think it's a thing where it's like, oh, in this next arc, he's also going to be the villain and he's going to be beaten. So it feels weird for him to also be there. But to introduce another villain would probably be weird as well. Because, like, why would we introduce them and then beat them and then have a time skip and feel like, oh, time skip worthy time? Like, I feel like for it to be a time skip, it's like we have an era of, like, relative peace now where it's like we've, like, beaten Orochimaru or something. And now it's time to, like, have a peace period. The alternative is that it's like
DBZ.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The alternative is that it could be a training kind of time skip where it's not actually 5 years and it's like a 1-year time skip of literally just like training or something, where it could be like we're building up toward like a big fight. I don't know. It feels like even just based on what you said, where it's like the bikini thing, like maybe they will be like a bigger time skip. But I don't know.
Don't read into the bikini content.
Why? I don't know. You said you implied that. I would assume it's the case.
We had a bikini ED with them as 12 years old. Okay.
How old are the? Not how old. Oh my god! I completely forgot what I was going to say. I was going to say. Oh, how many episodes is the next batch?
It's like 34 or something. It's out of the long plan I did. I think it was literally the longest one will be this next one. Like the biggest amount of episodes, because there's also like. I know in like 171, there's like one canon scene.
Oh, we better watch it.
So Yeah, so I think honestly, what I might do is I might get you to just watch the normies' reactions because they put all the scenes in.
Oh wow,
And that might be the easiest place to go
genius,
to find them. But I'll look into it and stuff like that.
wonderful.
Maybe I'll even OBS record my screen and then I'll export a
Wow,
video and send it to you
that's
or
so
something.
so
O'Leary. We'll
generous.
we'll see. You know, you got to see that one scene. It's crazy.
Yep. All
But
right.
true.
So Shippuden, there's gonna be Madara. There's gonna be Pain, and then there's gonna be the guy with the question mark mask or the spiral mask or whatever. These are like the three things I still remember as like things I haven't seen yet. Other than that, I don't have anything in mind. Oh, the dinosaurs as well, but that could be a Boruto thing for all I know. I have no idea.
Could have been a filler episode. There is a Mecha
Yeah,
Naruto filler episode, EliteAri, so don't be getting confused.
yeah, okay. So how do we? What do we do? Like, we have a new. I have absolutely no idea. I don't know. My one
There
guess
are
would
like
be
two
like
breadcrumbs that you could get, but I feel like you've missed them, and so it's kind of funny.
oh, if there's breadcrumbs, let me get into my mind palace right now. My goodness. So we've got. Okay, we got nothing. What are the breadcrumbs?
Yeah, I don't think you'd get them.
We got Kabuto. Please, I pray that he gets resolved in this set of episodes, and we don't have to like have him in the next show. But I feel like everything is like pointing toward he's gonna be the main villain of the next part. So I just hope not.
Don't DM everybody. Don't DM EliteAri Kabuto's post time skip design. Okay, don't do it because he's gonna be dead in the next one because it doesn't exist.
If he has a cool design next time, I'll be very happy. That will definitely improve things.
What if it doesn't change at all because he's already an adult?
Then it would, yeah. I don't know. There's no way that he becomes the final villain looking, if he does become the final villain, there's no way he does that become like looking the same, because people would not like, I feel like that's the thing I'd have heard somewhere at some point, right? That like the Naruto's final villain is like lame looking.
Who is Naruto's final villain, EliteAri? You know anything about that?
I would I don't even know. Like, because right now, like everything points toward like this Kabuto, but like, have I heard any? What would it be?
Does it?
Well, yeah, he's like the guy who is weirdly around our like main villain right now and is being trained by him and is like in opposition to Naruto in a bunch of fights, but doesn't really fight him at any point yet.
You know, guys, we just beat Itachi, but you know, let's move on to Kabuto. He's
Itachi's like that's Sasuke's guy. Who cares about that? That's like a whole thing for Sasuke. But the final villain for Naruto, I feel like I should know this. Like it's like a thing I'm sure I would have heard of, right? Like what happens at the end? Like I imagine there's going to be a fight between Naruto and Sasuke at some point, but like
there is a big controversy about Naruto's final bad guy, in fact. So it's funny that you haven't heard about that or who it is.
Controversy?
Oh,
not that I can think of. The only controversy thing I know is what you keep saying, which is that there's like an ugly fight or something that some people think is not ugly or whatever.
Oh yeah, can't wait for that one.
But who's the final villain?
Jimmy.
Dan. I don't know. I feel like it can't be Orochimaru. I don't know. Kabuto. It's got to be Kabuto, but he's not going to be called Kabuto anymore. And maybe like he'll possess someone else's body and he'll be like called something else and look cool.
Orochimaru will possess Kabuto's body. And
oh my god! Wait, I'm a genius. Based on spoilers you've told me, I'm going to piece something together. Okay, this is what it's going to be.
You don't know nothing.
Well, you have previously spoiled to me that Madara is an Uchiha, or that's his name, Madara Uchiha, and all the Uchiha are dead. And Orochimaru was training Kabuto, and Orochimaru can bring people back to life. So what would happen is that Kabuto would take over a dead Uchiha's body so that he can have the Rasengan combined with all of his experience and knowledge in fighting and healing and all that. Sorry, the Sharingan. And then he would be the final villain, who is technically Madara Uchiha, like the cool-looking like bad guy or whatever. I'm sure he's gonna look cool and sound cool and all that. But it's technically gonna be Kabuto on the inside, who has taken over the body of like a powerful Uchiha or something like that. That could be the final villain. I could definitely see that being a thing, because that would tie in with the Kabuto stuff and him being trained by Orochimaru too. And that would be kind of cool.
Bro sees Kabuto in his nightmares.
It is I'm dreading that he's going to be in like a big thing in the show, but maybe not. But that's it. That's who's my final villain prediction is, okay? It's going to be Madara Uchiha, who isn't actually an Uchiha, is actually Kabuto taking over the body, Orochimaru style. There we go.
But the next arc is about...
It could just be like a peace arc or something, like where it's like there is actually no villain, and it's going to be like, we're going to do small missions to bolster the village now that we're in a bit of turmoil
here. For 34 episodes?
Yeah, for 34 episodes. And then maybe they'll be like, oh, you know what it could be? You know what it could be? It could be like a, we're gonna have a little tournament arc, and all our characters are gonna like.
Oh
Now that they've like been
yeah.
developing a bit more, they're gonna like have a little fight, and then at the end they'll have a time skip, and I don't know, something like that.
Interesting. I
Yep.
think that's. Oh, one last little fun prediction, Leary. Which character is most likely to die in the next arc? Give us one.
I would say probably no one, but the most like if someone had to die, hmm,
10-10. Oh.
no. I can't even think of anyone who would be like my immediate thing is
Kiba.
like Orochimaru, but he's like not even probably gonna be in it. None of the kids are gonna die. What are you talking about? Who else could there be? No one's gonna die. Maybe Kisame or whatever if he gets involved because he's a bit weird looking. I don't know. Probably no one. That's my guess. But if someone does, it'll be some random person who I haven't really thought about much.
I'll tell you, EliteAri, at least one person will die in the next arc.
All right, then it's got to be.
Doesn't mean you've already met them.
No, it'll be it's gonna be someone I haven't met yet. Yeah, I have no idea. Absolutely no idea.
You've said enough, EliteAri.
Yep.
That's a good enough prediction for me.
Right.
But anyway, so we'll be back. I don't know. We kind of fucked up the EliteAri. You know, we were so lazy didn't even watch these episodes, so we're kind of late on this one. So we'll see how early we are for the next one.
These were a breeze to get through. I watched them very quickly. It was good. I look forward to the next batch.
Slander a little bit. So true, we will be back. It will be the rest of original Naruto. It is crazy. I'll figure out how we're going to show EliteAri all the canonical scenes that happen afterwards. Now, EliteAri, remember at the beginning of this, you said we're not going to follow the manga order and watch episode 122 through 126 of Naruto Shippuden, which canonically in the manga come between the time skip.
Is that what we're doing? I don't remember this at all.
No, we're not going to do this.
Okay,
you said that was a terrible idea. And I also don't like that as an idea because that's not how I watched originally. And also it would throw you into like... Because it's going to be funny, EliteAri, because the first 60 episodes or something of Naruto Shippuden, still 4:3. Woohoo! It's 2007, but we're still 4:3. But at some point, it will become full screen. But if we watch those later episodes, it'd be full screen, and you'd have to go back to 4:3. And that wouldn't be good. But also, you would see the Naruto Shippuden art style, which looks a bit more modern anime-ish. Well, not really modern anime.
Oh, no, it's going to look like Bakuno.
Like the Great Bakuno! Yeah!
Oh, boy.
And so I just don't like it either. So we won't be doing that.
Excellent.
We will start with Naruto Shippuden episode 1. It's epic. Oh, what an episode that is.
At least a month away.
True. It's kind of close though. That's fucking crazy.
Yep. Yeah, because we're skipping like 80 episodes or something. It's crazy. Oh my god.
That's fake stuff.
What a weird system.
Naruto. Well, let's watch all the fillers, says EliteAri. Let's
no, like why would they make? Like, I don't get why they would make the anime end with 80 episodes of filler and then make a new show. Like, what's going on there?
5 minutes of episode 220 are canonical.
Yeah, but like, what's with the? How long was the break between the shows?
Oh, 0 days, I believe.
Wait, it just ended, and then they like, oh, Naruto's done. We're calling it Naruto Shippuden now.
Yeah, well, I think it was more like if we call it Naruto Shippuden, they'll know that it's the actual story is coming back.
Oh, okay. Well,
after what a year and a half? No, a year and 3/4 of filler. It's okay.
All right, fair. That makes more sense then. Okay.
Now, that period was actually to let the manga get ahead, I think.
Yeah,
but there are late, like, after the manga is done, they do 50 episodes of filler in a row, which I think the only possible intent was so that the last episode of Naruto would be episode 500, which isn't even a canonical episode anyway, because the Naruto canonical episodes end at 475. So they do some funny things, EliteAri. Maybe they just wanted the great Naruto, the great ratings hit to stay on the air for longer. It would be funny. I have no idea. Do you think the ratings fell off when we were doing filler stuff, or kids just didn't even realize, so they kept watching?
I don't even know how you would judge this.
How could we even know anything, EliteAri? Yeah. True. But anyway, that's it for us from Naruto this month. We'll be back next month with some exciting stuff. It's my least favorite arc, EliteAri, but you're going to love it.
You didn't like this one, apparently. Yeah.
True. Support links in the description below. Arigato gozaimashita.